Where's Barry?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Core, the video game podcast that covers all things video games, including the ones we play. You're not going to get that every day. Actually, you probably will. That's pretty common.
You get it every Thursday.
Yeah. I think a lot of shows talk about the games they play and the industry. The question is, do you like us doing it? And if you do, well, welcome. You're here. You're home here on the Core podcast. It's nice to have you all here. Let's get straight to it, guys. We got a bunch of stuff today. By the way, it's like 5:30 p.m. on a Friday night. Hope everybody had a nice Thanksgiving. But because of Thanksgiving, we had to move stuff around. Beau, just a champ at making sure we can have him here today. It's a whole story.
This is our old time. It's our old time. It's all good.
Is it our old time? Did we used to do it?
The show was also a lot shorter back then, but yeah, this is about when we used to do it.
I think we were 3 hours. There's a couple of nights that we've done 10 or
yeah, that's true. Actually, that is true. I do remember
if
that.
There were, if we did Nexepardy, it was always longer. If we did...
Okay, now let's not throw shade on the world's greatest game.
That's true. That wasn't shade. That's just a true statement.
That's just. I'm not saying I don't like it.
The show is 3 hours no matter what. We had an era like 3 years ago where we're just doing an hour this week, okay, guys, and it was still 3 hours.
Yeah. Now
we had a planning stage where Scott said this was going to be a solid 45-minute show.
Oh man, I was so ready to make when we were making the shift from Heroes of the Storm to General Gaming. Pretty seismic shift. I was convinced we could knock it out in an hour. I was sure of it. No.
You forgot to account for how many enterprises there were to evaluate.
Yeah, you got to rank each enterprise.
Yeah.
Keep in mind that A had a retrofit. You got to count that because that's one of the best ones.
Yeah. See, we can do it now. We can do it now without even thinking about it. We're now talking about the enterprise and which one's the best. That's the show you guys signed up for. So put on your seatbelts and enjoy the next 6.5 hours. Just kidding. It won't be that long.
No, we're only doing an hour today.
But if the energy is different, it's because it's a different day and a different time. So if you're like, what were they on that day? Another day and a couple extra hours.
Yeah.
That's what we were on.
Yeah. Maybe more weed-like tonight because, it's later. I don't know. I don't know what this will feel like to the average listener. But
is it more weed-like because you took an edible?
Does it have anything to do with weed?
No.
Otherwise,
I'm not telling.
I only did the show slightly inebriated. Does that work when it's THC and not alcohol, or is it inebriated?
Yeah, I think people think of alcohol, but inebriation, I think, is not specific to a particular type of drug.
All right. So the one time my cousin got me to eat half a gummy, not knowing I didn't know what it was. He played a joke on me is what he did. And then I did a show with you guys. And by the end of that show, I thought I was losing my mind. That's the one time that the show ever had me in any kind of state like that. I can't speak to either of you. I know John's he's a sober man.
Just high on life. Yeah. Happy to be here, Scott. Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
No, I don't smoke before the show, but that was not true in the year, maybe the first year of the pandemic, where we all had to stay in all day.
Yeah. We had to deal.
I went through a year where I just smoked pot like every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Actually, I think I had a rule where I wouldn't do it before the show, but once or twice I did.
Yeah. How'd that go?
I tried to pass it off.
Lake Run Day? Is that the Lake Run story days?
I don't remember. I feel like I would have talked less for fear of revealing how silly I was.
I didn't think of that. Well, you hold it really well. I would have never guessed that you were either that or I think you're...
Same with There Will Be Dungeons. I'd always wait till after. And work, too. Like, I just never do it before I had a responsibility.
Well, what drug made you sound like this right here? Hold on. When you did that...
Well, you know when I was like example of me high, do you remember that song I did?
The morning
I'm
stream?
a dog. I'm a dog. No, I did that sober, believe it or not. The one where I was like, I'm a dog that's late for his date or whatever. Do you guys
vaguely remember?
I'll find a clip and you can play.
We need a proper wiki for these weird bits that we don't remember doing.
That like I was blasted when I did that.
Really? I want to hear it now.
I should have it.
Hold on, this is a TWBD thing. There's actual There Will Be Done.
No, this is just me. Like because one thing I would do is I get high and turn on my own stream and just be high playing video games.
Sure.
During that year,
Twitch can't prove it. They don't know. They don't know what you're doing.
But I don't know where it is.
I used to work with somebody who would get so drunk they would sleep for 12 hours after they started the stream, and then they'd get kicked off and then banned for a month.
Oh, yeah, sleeping on stream. Well, you know what's funny? It's like maybe at that time sleep on stream was not a good thing, but then it became a whole genre.
Yeah,
right?
now it's a thing.
Yeah, now you do it for the likes and the money, right? Now you
Is there
take
a lot of money in that? Because, man, I don't know if I could survive that.
Well,
I fart a lot as I'm getting ready to go to
People
bed.
do the it's called I Want That Bacon. Hang on, I got it. We're getting to it.
All right, so this is the best top of the show we've ever done. Put that in Discord. I'm gonna pull that out of there.
Second. There's something. Oh, my speed is. All right, we've played it. Here we go. Nurturing Cowering Coffee Panic. What the hell?
Let's see. You were so out of. You were so. This is
a Twitch. That's a Twitch nickname. For it. Hang on, I'm putting it in Discord. There you go.
Okay, cautionary tale.
I remember definitely being blasted out of my mind while I was doing this. I was just jamming in Rocksmith.
I'm going to copy this link. I'm going to hit paste. We're going to hit go. One moment, everybody. This is going to be a real moment here for us here on the show. I'm going to unmute this. Hold on.
Put it on.
Okay.
Want that bacon? Put it on a plate. I'm a dog who's late for his date. Keep that music going.
Oh, I forgot about this. It's a treasure, this is.
Keep it going.
It's a treasure.
I'm a dog who wants bacon. Give me that bacon. I wish my guitar was louder. Wish my guitar was playing louder.
You're improving.
Yeah, just jamming. It's not a real song.
But I'll just settle for some bacon.
Yeah, that was my stream during the pandemic.
Wow. You know what?
Man, the pandemic really made a lot of people weird, huh?
Yeah, or great.
Yeah, but I'm like zooted out of my mind. I think I've had like eight joints by this time, and I'm like, guys, I'm gonna play Rocksmith.
Jeez, Louises, that's
It was
amazing.
fun. I miss those days.
You should do more music streams and stuff. You're good at that.
Yeah, well, I should do more music streams, but I don't know. I have a strange relationship with pot because I was actually a lot more motivated to do things on it, but also more anxious to a point where I had to quit.
Yeah, that's
It gave me mental health issues in the long run. I was like, you know what? I'm going to stop.
But at least we have this. I want that bacon.
I have the memory.
Yeah.
I want that bacon.
Yeah, is that the actual song title? I want that bacon. Is that the name then?
It's not. I just made it up it's literally jamming. I literally was just jamming. Like there's no lyrics.
I want that.
It's like
bacon.
freestyling rap, right? It's just you're just like, let me just play a lick and sing whatever nonsense comes into my face.
No, I'm honored to exist during a time.
Comes out of my mouth.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to say it. That was kind of weird phrasing.
I love it though. I love it. Never stop. Never have that clip be taken away. Twitch, keep it forever.
Well, I'll get high. I'll get high tonight after the show.
Yeah, let's get high.
Get high now. I mean, technically,
let's get
it's
high
legal
in
my country.
Well, it's not. My
mom likes to get lit. It helps her arthritis. I can just ask her, "Can I bum an edible off you?"
Sure. The problem is you can't. Like, what's the deal? The Twitch rules are if you eat it on air. I don't know how it works.
No, I'll do it off air. I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah. How they?
I don't think you're allowed to do substances on stream. I think that's like probably a no.
Yeah. Or that's
we can
changed.
stream on Kick for 5 minutes.
Yeah, we do all our debauchery on Twitch.
Excuse yourself over to Kick and then come back.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my wiener out. John's gonna. He's gonna. I don't know. He's gonna.
I don't want to get high with someone with his wiener out.
So no, you smoke like from a bong. I'll get my wiener out. John will say the N-word like 12 times. It's gonna.
What?
Why are you guys doing incredibly terrible things while I do the
one person is like not committing any real crime, especially here where it's legal, and then you're like, and by the way, I'm gonna break the law. Well, not really, but probably not a good idea to get your wiener out. And John's just gonna go nuclear.
Yeah, full racist. Just
I like your idea of escalation. Like this is like he'll smoke pot.
Yeah.
You'll mug somebody.
But the joke is that Kick will let you do it. That's the
right.
The
I get it. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I get where you're going.
I get it. Okay.
I don't want either
I
of
just
you.
thought you were giving what everybody's idea of a good time was, and I was like, "Well, thanks for that, Scott."
Well, I think we now know what the tone of a later night Friday core is.
John's idea of good time is ordering some pizza.
Yeah.
And Scott's idea of a good time is, having Kim bring him like a hamburger or something.
Oh, man. That does sound good right now. That'll have to wait. That'll have to be wait after. Couple of quick things, guys. People at home, especially. Did a video on the Patreon and Core.show about support differences between the two platforms, Patreon and Substack. So if you're interested in that, I did the whole thing. It's up on Core.show. It's public. You can just go watch it. It's like half an hour, and it's me taking questions from the chat and just talking about the differences. So you can go find that. And there's also a thing on the website, like I mentioned last week. If you go to frogpants.com/core, it's just a nice little breakdown of what the differences are. So that might be worth checking out. And among other things, I put a new article up about the sharp increase in RAM prices. I'm really glad you both have done recent upgrades and are done for a while, because as of the time I put the video up, RAM had gone from $150 for 64 gig to $599 for that same kit. That has already jumped higher to $799 and beyond, and doesn't show any signs of slowing until this massive rollout of all this data center AI bullshit slows down. So if you're hoping for DDR5 memory in your new video game-based PC rig, I have terrible news for you.
That's part of why I did the upgrades. I could see the writing on the wall for prices of things, and I went to my wife and I said, "Please, please,
can I do it now?"
Word is,
can we find a way to finance this, because I have a feeling it's going to become unaffordable by the time we could afford it.
Yeah, I even did a little video about all the stuff you can buy with $5.99 in the world, and it's like 2 weeks or 3 weeks of groceries. Down payment on some cars, insurance for a whole year if you're a good driver, blah, blah, blah. How many PlayStations, how many, all this stuff. And I also think there's a reason we didn't hear the price from Steam on their new Steam machine, because I think they're waiting this out a little bit. You have to. Right?
I think they should have maybe waited out the Steam machine.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
I think to some extent, I know their CPUs like custom from AMD, so they might already have that contract in place, at least for the CPU. I don't know about RAM, but...
Yeah, I saw you say that in Discord. I hope you're right about that. I really do.
It depends, because I know they were doing prototyping. But they were ready to send dev kits out, so it just depends what kind of order or contracts they put in place. They might be fortunate and locked in at a certain price, but that contract's going to be finite. So at some point they'll have to raise the price. Probably if there is an initially low price, at some point it'll probably go up, which means there'll be a huge run on Steam machines.
Yeah,
even though it'll be $1,500.
They've also been pretty vocal in recent. The only things they've really said is, we're not doing lost leadership like Microsoft and Sony did. We're doing this at what we need it to be, which makes me think it'll be. I still think it's sub 1,000, but maybe I'll get surprised and it'll be like $1,200. I have no idea.
Well, they said it's the power of 7 Steam Decks. So just take a Steam Deck and multiply that. That'll be $3,000.
It's really not bad, though. 7 Steam Decks sounds like a pretty decent setup, especially if you're just like, I want to play my games, and I'm not that concerned.
It'd be funny if it was cheaper just to daisy chain 7 Steam Decks.
Oh, my gosh. Can you imagine? Well, it definitely isn't right now, but if this RAM doesn't slow down, it might be. But anyway, if you want to go read up on that, I did a whole thing on it and actually did research for this. I'm trying to be a better writer.
I did research. I looked into stuff.
Yeah,
you guys.
I actually looked into it. I verified sources. I talked to friends of mine who make computers. I talked extensively with John at Doghouse Systems about how this is affecting their OEM business, and not just the game side. They also do this big business side, and I was curious if it affected that, and it affects it in massive ways. Then I did a little bit of math, and here's the fun math. I was doing this with Tom Merritt. If you go back in time to 1998 and you were about to buy a 16 megabyte RAM upgrade, you were going to pay about $200 then. If RAM always had from 98, if it had always stayed the same money per megabyte up through today, RAM, that 64 gig thing of RAM would cost you about $280,000, like a house.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that makes it better. I just think math is fun.
It's just interesting.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a good time.
Yeah.
All right. What else? The takeaway, though, if you don't want to be bothered to go read all my impressive journalistic instincts and work that I did on that.
The research.
Yeah. The takeaway is just wait till things simmer down, but you may be waiting till like mid next year before prices chill.
But even if the prices like go up, yes, it sucks. But I feel like for gaming, because we're focused on the gaming side of things, there might be other use cases where it doesn't. But for gaming, stuff's plateaued.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't, unless you absolutely have to have the best always every year, you'll need the disposable income for it. And chances are these price increases, they'll affect you, but not as much.
Yeah. People are keeping
for those of us, money's tight. Yeah. For those of us, money's tight. You can get by for a very long time on hardware if you bought it last year. Mine, I think, is going on 3 years.
Mm-hmm. Mine's a couple now.
Need, so the only need is I want to upgrade the 3060 to something better, but like I just can't do like $15,000 or $1,500 for a money graphics card. And I am like NVIDIA biased, not because of NVIDIA, but because they actually have a lot of chips and stuff on their cards that are useful for like streaming and for video capture that like AMD doesn't have. So I'm just always hesitant to go Radeon, but
yeah,
I don't know, or even Intel Battle Mage. I don't know if they're going to have another one or not, but
I doubt it. Those guys are sucking it. But if it were me and I was buying today, I would probably go AMD CPU and I would go NVIDIA card.
I did AMD for my CPU and NVIDIA for my card in my current PC, and I really liked it. In fact, it was a special request because Doghouse at the time at least, did not offer AMD for processor. And so it was a special request I made to John, and he was like, yeah, okay, we'll do that.
And now they're doing it. They'll do it for anybody. And I feel like, John, you're almost the test case for it because Intel's gotten a lot of heat for their, literally, for that chip melting down and having all the issues with the, whatever gen it was, of that i7 chip that was, slowly eating itself if you didn't take care of it. That really put some people off. So AMD's having a bit of a moment in the wake of that mess. So anyway, they make good stuff. So nothing wrong with AMD. We'll see what happens. Go check out Core.show for more. All right, let's talk about the news of the day. There's a fair amount. We don't even need Bobby here for this first one, but we're going to do it. World of Warcraft has an actual midnight. That sounds wrong. World of Warcraft : midnight will have a launch day, and it will be sooner than I think a lot of us thought. It's going to be March 2nd, 2026.
Or maybe not as soon as you thought if you're in a Europe or country that does the date differently and you watched the announcement video.
Oh, shit.
Did you see what happened with that?
I missed that. What happened?
So they did the announcement video. Here in America, we do month, day, year. But a lot of places do not do their date that way. They do day, month, year. Well, for whatever reason, whoever put together the announcement trailer thought the best way to announce the release date would be to just do the numbers. And it went 3/2/26.
Oh, shit.
And they released it. And so a whole bunch of people in the world went, sweet, February 3rd. This is going to be the date, everybody.
Oh, no.
And everybody got excited. And then they had to go, oops. Nope.
Yeah.
not what the date is.
Mm-hmm.
For global dates, you got to write out the whole date. Oh my god,
Yeah.
That's a weird thing that they failed to do. That's pretty. We're a worldwide company. They're always talking about. They should.
I have a preferred date structure too. It's year, month, day. I like putting the year first.
Year, month, like we do in our tabs down there on our notes.
Yeah,
we changed that for Beau because I wanted to live like him.
Oh, was that for my benefit?
Well, not for your benefit, but I wanted to live like you is what I wanted to do.
Yeah. I'm a year, month, day guy. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm kind of used to it now,
found
weirdly.
That people feel very strongly about this topic is what I learned looking into this.
Mm-hmm.
There are very strong opinions about the order in which you should list the date.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that people felt that strongly about it, but then I heard people say that it was crazy to do month, day, year, and I thought, That doesn't seem crazy to me. If you ask me what day it's going to be, I would say March 2nd, 2026.
Sure.
That's month, day, year. So I was written
I think it's
month,
personally-
day, year. Seems to make sense to me. And I couldn't even understand why people do day, month, year to begin with. Then I had it explained to me, and I do understand it now. So save your emails, save your comments. I understand small to large. I get it. But I didn't understand it at the time because to me, I just was like, that's the way I would say it. So that's the way I would write it.
Yeah, it's month, day, year, because in text, like to me, the text version is the ultimate. Like getting, getting like weird about the order of like random numbers. You know what I mean? Like it's March, so spell March. Don't. Oh my God, you got to type 3 more characters into your keyboard. Oh no, you know what I mean? I like my number one preferred is write out the whole month style.
Yeah.
You know,
I kind of like it written out too. That's funny you say that because that is my preferred way too.
because that is the way that's the order you read it in, right, John?
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like they put
Yeah. Yeah.
And so would Europeans, by the way. Nobody goes, "What's your birthday?" Oh, it's 2020, or no, it's it's 1975-02. You know, that's the second day. Of that
I
month.
could see someone saying it's the 15th of March, you know, whatever. But
Yeah.
I mean, to me, I grew up here in America. I only ever saw it one way, so it is ingrained in my brain that it is read March 2nd, 2026,
Have you
and
never
that's
used
the order
Excel,
that you
though?
would write it.
The what?
Have you
Bob?
never used Excel
yes,
and been
I
like,
do.
why is the date always wrong? And you go to look at the options, and there's 15 different ways you can
Yeah,
write the date out.
yeah.
And you're like, ugh.
Yeah, you're right.
I will say Beau's method of year, month, day, when I was doing a lot of data entry and work in Excel, that did become the default for me.
Yeah.
When I was doing a bunch of office work. When I got out of it, it all went away. But
I like it because the day you mess or the number you mess up the most is the day. If you're going to typo your dates, it's your day that you do that with. And the reason I like year, month, day is because it makes me focus on that final 2 digits, which, by the way, I'll do a 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3 all the way up through 10. And that's true of the month too. So I also do the 0. If there's no double digits naturally, like in March, it's 3rd month, I'll put a 0, 3 in front of it. But that makes me less typo capable there. For
Well,
the
here's
28th of the
another
month.
thing about complaining about problems with the order of dates is that it's actually only a problem for like 30 to 40% of possible combinations. If you see, 21 to 2023, it doesn't matter what frickin' order those numbers are. You know which
can
one's the
figure it
day
out. Yep.
because there's not more than 12 months.
Yeah.
So no matter what order it's in, you do a little quick calculation in that old processor up here, and you're like, oh, I get it. I don't have a preference for date order because logic.
Yeah.
But like as soon as it's 2-3, the world's like, oh no, Y2K all over again. Kaboom!
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. That's funny though.
yeah, and so I guess my understanding, what I heard is that the announcement was put together by the video team, not community managers or outreach.
Way to throw
which,
your video team idiots over on the video.
bunch of
team.
video people that don't know how the world works.
Yeah.
They screwed it all up.
That's
They know
funny.
video, not dates.
So they had to scramble a little bit to make it very clear. It's March 2nd, 2026. It is not coming out in February.
People will be all right. It is a funny flub though.
What a controversy. My favorite one of 2025.
Oh, it's a strong one. Yeah, we haven't had any bigger issues this year. So this
I've
is,
had bigger one, but they suck and they're depressing. This one's
This one's actually fun and actually funny. And I'm sure there are people who are genuinely embarrassed about it, but don't be. It's silly.
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
dumb.
a silly thing.
it's dumb.
I'm sure somebody's legitimately mad, but in the grand
you can
scheme
relate
of things,
both
this
ways.
Is a funny
This is
thing.
one of those things where you can point at everyone and be like, stop being stupid and feel like you're not being too insulting. But you can also understand being particular about things because chances are everyone's particular about some sort of thing. And, you're not better than them.
Yeah, and if your question is when can my goblin warrior make a penis house, the answer is March 2nd, 2026. Okay, that's when you can pull out the tools and really go
What
to
do you
town.
think moderation's going to be like on that? Like, am I going to make my penis house and then someone's going to report it? Like,
I mean, I've seen a bunch of really gnarly penis houses so far, just in the PTR. right?
I mean,
PTR
these guys
beta.
are just the tip of the iceberg. No offense, but like you've seen some of the builds in No Man's Sky. Like someone's gonna make like a full on,
Oh, it's going to be bad.
like a full on naked blonde blazer house, and you're gonna be like, there's got to be a line somewhere. What the?
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to moderate that stuff because they gave you a lot of control over how your house looks. You can do anything really.
Just remember, they took a bunch of artwork out for being too adult, right? So now we can all make art.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can make tracers. I can make tracers tight little butt pose out of a house. now.
The policy is just going to be this. If you make your house into anything that is too mature, they will reassemble it into a bowl of fruit.
That's right. Oh,
You'll log in and it'll be a bowl of fruit.
that makes me want to do that on purpose. You know, just get nasty
a bowl
like,
of fruit.
Yeah, like I want to start with like goatsy, and then I log off for 7 hours, and then I come back in. It's a nice bowl of fruit.
It's a
Then
bowl of
content
fruit.
creators will launch 100,000 videos about the woke communists working at Blizzard. You know, it's gonna,
These are the things we
I
don't think
made
of.
a stellar blade house, and they reduced the size of the boobs.
They took it from me.
Woke bastards.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how it goes. Also, people continue to believe. We thought this controversy was maybe over last week, but it's not. People still think Half-Life 3 is being announced this year. Now this includes quote-unquote insiders.
Yeah,
talk about
there's
it.
still leaks coming from supposedly within places in the know. And they are still saying that Half-Life 3 is going to be announced this year. They're saying don't expect it at the Game Awards. It's not going to be one of the Game Awards announcement trailers, but you can expect the announcement of Half-Life 3 this year.
I mean, shit, I'm announcing it right now. Half-Life 3 is coming out.
Yeah, what if it did? What if they're
guys,
lying and Keeley just comes out
here's-
and says, "We got a big announcement," and that's it?
If they have Half-Life 3 at the Game Awards, Keeley is going to come out on stage and just burst into tears when he says like, "We got some really big trailers here. I can't believe what we got." Like it's going to be
bursts out
the
into tears.
waterworks.
Yeah.
If he bursts out into tears, Hideo's gonna break up with him. Like,
No, that'll be if
you don't cry like that for me.
it'll be the releasing the source code to PT or some shit like that would make him cry. But you know,
I want to ask you guys this because I've been thinking about this, and putting this news story in here is just a veiled excuse to ask this question.
do it.
Because I've been thinking about this.
yeah.
I had a dream about Half-Life 3 the other day, like about 3 days ago. 3.
Sorry.
Oh shit!
I had a
Oh, it was 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my god.
I had a dream that if you bought the new Steam machine, there was an Easter egg hidden in it that would let you play a version of Half-Life 3 that nearly was complete.
Oh my gosh.
And I played it in the dream. I played the game. And I was like, this sucks. Like, this isn't good. I can see why this never came out. And it made me think, what do I want Half-Life 3 to be? Like, what does that need to be? Because as much as I was the one here saying Half-Life 2, greatest PC game of all time, like put it on your list at number 1. But for a whole bunch of reasons. But if Half-Life 3 came out and it just looked like a little bit better than that, and it was just more of that would be a disappointment in my book.
Oh, for sure. In the same way that if 1 would have been just like, or 2 would have been just more 1, like 2 had to innovate, and it did in major ways. So what are those ways now that make it a big enough jump that John would be impressed? I think that's going to be a tall
And
order.
we do know from behind the scenes that Valve feels this way too. Like they have said as much. They have said that if it was just a matter of slapping the number 3 on a first-person shooter campaign and calling it a day, it would have already come out. But that's not what they want to do. They don't want to just put something out. They want it to be big. And so I've been thinking a lot about what Half-Life 3 would have to be for me to be excited for it. Because if you just say Half-Life 3, that seems important because we've talked about it for so long. It's been a meme for so long. It comes from a big pedigree. But what do you want Half-Life 3 to be for it to live up to even a fraction of the hype that is around that name?
Bo, you'd say Alex
delightful-
2 is what you'd say, right?
No, I'd say delightful mechanics that are doesn't need to be new technology, but like what they often do with any of those games, whether it's Portal or Half-Life, is like find creative ways, like the gravity gun and portaling, and then like in Alex, it wasn't like any one thing, but like the monster that could just hear, and the vodka bottles, as well as like the puzzles were interesting, and they played a lot with how I can't remember what they call their face huggers, but the way the face huggers jump at you.
Yeah.
But you can kind of, like there was interesting implementations of things. If I just tell you what they are, sound boring. So my expectation is I don't want like a sequential story that's like what's happening with City 17. It's like, let's do the thing in the pre-show I was talking about with radiation, and let's just blast us into another universe completely undetached. Gordon Freeman floundering around again. Maybe Alex Vance and Eli Vance come along. Spoilers for Half-Life Alex. Eli Vance is alive again. Maybe the trio of characters plus some of the goober good guy aliens, get sucked into a new realm or new version of Earth or something completely different, creative, disconnected, because it's Half-Life. We're not here for the continuation of some long epic story. It's like, it was weird to begin with. He just shows up in City 17. He's like, why am I here? I don't know. Let me kill this guy that runs the place. The end. So like, I'm just expecting an experience. So I don't really have any narrative expectations, except just don't do. You already did that with Half-Life Episode 1 and 2, right? It was just like more of City 17.
Yeah.
Just like teleport us to the planet Zimzaboob and
Zimzaboob.
Zimzaboob.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of sentient, boobs, like that's, and they have faces that they hide because they're shy about their faces or their genitals, so they hide.
You've done it. Well, I don't think a boob is a genital, but it's fine. Keep going.
No, not a genital, but like the thing they're shamed about is opposite of us, so it's a weird world. They're a bunch of penises who hide their face.
No, you can. No, I like the boob one. Stay with boobs.
Oh, okay, we'll stay with boob.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like boobs. Boobs are great.
Yeah, they're more comfortable. That's for sure.
Yeah, they're life giving though. They're life giving. Both boobs.
Yeah. Well, maybe there's an evil race of penises. You got to fight penises and help the boobs, and they all hide their faces because they're shy. And we're like, that's so weird. What a weird world,
Yeah.
Whatever other weird mechanics, and Gordon's doesn't say anything.
He has to be silent still. You cannot give him a voice.
Yeah.
Right?
Beau is setting the bar in a really weird place for Half-Life 3. I just want to point that out.
I'm
just saying, my expectation would be like, every game's like, oh, I really like that game. Can you just make that game again, but like further developed, which is fine. Mm-hmm. But that's a lot of properties, and I just don't associate that with Half-Life. I think they need, even Portal was kind of like that, like Portal 2. They made the same game but better and did different things. But I think Half-Life, it's been so long, just tear down.
Well, it might be why we never get threes. We always talk about how they're afraid of threes, and it's a funny joke and everything. But the truth of the matter is, when your third is after bangers like Half-Life 1, which changed shooters forever, and Half-Life 2, which upped the game so much, a third one is like, okay, now what? Well, what is there to innovate on? You kind of did it.
Water. Like what? Water physics.
Oh,
well, what if you're a watermancer now?
Yeah, what if you could do
you
water?
You can just pick up water and like you can make nooses out of them, and then those nooses can like hook onto things and you can climb walls.
I just think there's something to that. Like you could also say the same thing for
what if
Team Fortress 3?
Destructible, the truest fully destructible environment game.
Well, that'd be cool.
Faction.
That would be cool, but I
think you
think
can destroy everything, but also build everything.
Well, you may be on to things that they might actually try, but then you start to
like if I'm in the pitch room, if they hire me and I'm in the pitch room, it's like 5-10 years ago. I'm just like I'm thinking of every wacky thing we can kind of like. My focus is not like should the bullets have drop off and should the damage like reduce after a certain yard to be realistic ballistics. It's like who gives a shit about that? Like I think what is interesting about Half-Life is like the weird puzzles that don't strike you as puzzles that they do. Like they put all kinds of puzzles.
Yeah.
But even in this game like Total Chaos I'm playing, it's like, oh, it's puzzle time. Here's some weird shapes. I got to put the shapes in the right way. It's clearly signaling to the player, puzzle time, solve the puzzle. Half-Life has this way, and Portal to some extent, of like melding puzzles without making you feel like you're doing puzzles, just because the game's requiring it of you for the weird mystical mechanics.
Plus, the solutions are looser. So it's like you've got this gravity gun. You come up with your own solution. It may not be like 150 other solutions, but it's good enough, and you can get over the hill. Yeah,
and maybe like it's not that deep, at least by our standards, for what they did in Half-Life 2. But at the time, it was very innovative and challenging what they did. And I think the way to innovate in games right now is not to do better graphics. I think the way to innovate in games is to do interesting, creative things with mechanics.
Yep.
And I'm big on destructible environments, and even I was having this thought while I was walking. I'm like, World of Warcraft back in the day, it was like the kind of one of the things was like there's no loading screens, and I'm like, when I play this here, within the first 5 minutes, I'm seeing like 5 loading screens. It's portals, so it's okay, but I'm like, haven't they developed the tech to get rid of the loading screens when I take a portal, like Doctor Strange's portal in Marvel Rivals, where a portal opens, I see it, I walk through, and it's all seamless. Like, what have you been doing for 30 years? You should be working on that. There's technical limitations. Great, fix them. We have given you $1 bajillion to do so. Like, let's try and upgrade that.
The Ratchet and Clank game. That Ratchet and Clank game did it, right? Didn't that do it?
Yeah,
Ratchet
it hung its hat
really?
very heavily on the fact that, and you're seeing it in other things. That Sonic Cross Worlds Racing has it, where you take a portal to the last stage, and it's or to the second lap or whatever it is. And it's like, oh, it's a completely different location that you're going to do for this lap because you went through and you got to pick.
Yeah, some of it's hand wavy, but it works. It gives you the feeling that you just did the thing that they're trying to portray, and it's cool.
Yeah.
So maybe it's something like that. Actually, Beau, to your point. Maybe some of these things we just always think of like, this is how I boot up a game, and there is always a load screen to start, at least, and then later there's this, or maybe it has to subvert a bunch of those technical expectations to become a more immersive thing. I don't know. That's also vague.
Think of what they showed us with Counter-Strike 2 and like the tech they were putting into just like smoke grenades, right?
Yeah.
Like, look at how we're evolving smoke grenades. And I think of that, like, yeah, that's Counter-Strike 2, but that's the sort of thing that when we saw that first video that was showing the technology behind Half-Life 2, like that felt like that changed everything. And that's where I put so much of the importance of this game, where you watched like a 30-minute video of them showing you how you can shoot wood and it will break like wood.
Yeah.
Or you can shoot metal and it will, ricochet like metal. Games weren't doing that. Mm-hmm. And now all the games do that. But that, like, at the time, that was revolutionary. And I feel like if the day comes, whether it be in a couple months or whenever, that we find out about Half-Life 3, like, I feel like that's what I hope. I hope one day I wake up and somebody shows me a 30-minute video of a game doing something that I didn't know video games could do.
Yeah, that's what I want. That's how I feel like this stuff used to be presented. Certainly when Valve does something, it feels that way. Yeah.
I have to jump in because I forgot the most obvious answer about what mechanics did Half-Life Alyx do. And like nobody talks about it, but I will talk about it. They did VR doors the best.
Explain.
Well, in most VR games, if you have your hand free and there's like an interactable object like a door, you click it and it locks your hand positionally, even if it moves around in space on the door, and you can just like open and close it while it's connected, and you press another button to disconnect.
Okay.
In Half-Life Alyx, you can click on the door, turn that handle just a bit to unhook it from the hinge, and then let go so that it drifts open. And then you can take the butt of your gun, like you would in real life, and nudge it because there's a face hugger on the other side. Why would you burst like the Kool-Aid Man through the door? And just tip the door in. And if you opened it too much because it was a looser door and it went, you could grab it on the side and close it back and put your gun like the amount of detail that went into how doors work in this game. I've never seen it, and I'm always like, these doors suck. Like in every game I play, because Alyx doors were so good. And this is an example of like little things that like developers don't really pay attention to that Valve does. That is like, you can't really blow this up on a poster at the Video Game Awards and be like, we got the best doors. Like Valve never says it. It is not anything anyone talks about. But it is a survival horror game. It's not very horrific, and it is a little scary, but it's definitely on the low end of scary, but it is tense, and your lizard brain reacts to the face huggers jumping at your face. It's the best face hugger experience as well.
This is John's favorite door, by the way. I'm just showing it real quick. This is your favorite door. Right there. See it? And then you grab it.
Resident Evil door.
Yeah, Resident Evil door. John's favorite
That's
door.
how most doors work in VR.
You know what, though? That was such an effective tool because it acted as a loading screen that didn't feel like a loading screen. And they had so much restraint back then. Between Resident Evil 1 and 2, I can't remember 3 for sure. There is only one time that during that loading screen, zombies come through the door at you while it's in the loading screen. And it's so effective because it only happens once.
You never expect that to happen, right?
You're like, these doors are safe. Yeah. This is a sacred place. It's a loading screen. And then one time there's zombies there. And it's like, wow, what the hell is happening?
Yeah.
You know, that's how you make use of the limitations of technology. But that's a different topic.
It is. But I'm with both. I think both of you have great ideas. I think it's going to be probably forever. I think I have a better understanding of why they fear the number 3. I think a Portal 3 makes no sense unless you really innovate. I think a Team Fortress 2 or 3 makes no sense unless you really know where to innovate. And I don't think they know.
I mean, even Portal 2 was something of a miracle, you know.
Yeah.
Portal 2 on paper shouldn't work because what are you going to do? Yeah. Like the whatever's out of the bag. Cat's out of the bag.
Cat's out of the cat.
That's what you put in the bag.
Yeah.
And the cat's out. Like, we already know Gladys, evil. What are you going to do? Bring her back? Yeah, you're going to bring her back. And they found a way to not only do that, but to make it entertaining and make it feel fresh and make it feel new. They did put new mechanics in, which helped. But, like, honestly, people were tired of the Portal memes by the time Portal 2 came out, and they still found a way to make that game funny and entertaining to a degree where I think most people generally like a lot of the jokes in Portal 2 more than Portal 1.
Yeah.
You know, they introduced new characters. They got what's his name?
Winston? Not Wesley.
Wesley?
What's the ball? The robot ball?
Wheatley.
Jeez.
Yeah, Wheatley.
Wesley.
I was thinking of what's his name? The guy who's the yellow M&M.
Oh.
I don't know why he's got a million roles. I don't know why that's what I picked.
Wait, the yellow M&M is not. You're talking about J. Jonah Jameson actor.
Yeah.
He was the yellow M&M. I thought John Goodman was the yellow M&M.
No.
Oh. I really did.
The yellow M&M.
I thought John Goodman was the yellow M&M. I thought I don't know who any of them are, but I thought he was
all the names are gone.
Yeah.
What is it? It's Fry that does the red M&M, right?
Oh yeah, right. Billy, not Billy Mays.
Billy Mays here for M&Ms. It's the power of M&Ms, the power of chocolate, all in your mouth.
Who's the guy that yells at the kid because he's
J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons.
We got a name, everybody. We did it.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, J.K. Simmons is the yellow M&M. And why, in his amazing body of work, that's what I picked as the role to identify him as, I don't know.
Well, he was Tag Johnson or whatever. What was his name? Now we're doing it again.
Gosh dang it.
Cave Johnson.
Cave Johnson.
And that was an incredible role. It was incredible. By the time he was a potato...
He wasn't a potato.
Yeah, well,
Gladys,
you're right. Potato. She was the potato. But weren't you hearing him through the potato or something like that?
You were hearing her through
over
the potato.
PA. Yeah, it's him over the PA. But he's like all over. He's doing the codex, audio book entries while you're walking around.
Damn it! I missed that game. I need to go back and play. I forgot how fun the
highly replayable. Yeah. Good game is good forever kind of style sort of thing.
Portal's good. Well, anyway.
We'll by the way, while we're on the subject, because you're not playing like Half-Life, right? Like Alex.
I have it. I haven't played it.
I got to share like do you want to see the best moment of that game?
I don't know. How spoilery is it?
Well, it's probably the end of the game.
It's spoilery. It's not the end of the game. No. It's just the part with Jeff.
Oh. Well, it doesn't help me at all.
We've seen this.
We have?
Shown us this before. Yeah.
Oh, you did show us this forever ago. Many episodes ago.
Like, this is what makes a Valve game great. Like, this moment was worth all the pain of just how uniquely terrifying it was. So,
yeah. I know. I look, if they can... That's the problem with Alex and why I don't think the new game is... The innovation will not be a VR one. because VR is not. There's not enough VR in hands. There aren't enough people adopting it. So
You're
you
going
can't
to want to do things to delight. I don't think it's going to be VR, but it'll be modded for VR. That I have no doubt. I'm not even worried. They can release a flat screen game. It's fine.
You're fine with that?
My VR modders got me.
Yeah.
My flat to VR Discord will someone in there will figure it out. Like I can play Half-Life 2 in VR, and it's pretty good actually.
I've heard, you told us that, I think, is where I heard it.
Yeah, I played it.
Well, I can tell you this is just supports John's original theory about all these like conspiracies. This morning I was doing a live stream with the TMS crowd, and I just, for fun, here, I'll show you. I drew this bum.
Yeah.
Because we were doing like Drawful and Jackbox and stuff, and then I realized that if I just rotate that bum, you guys,
it's Half-Life 3 confirmed.
It's a 3 with a slightly weird middle.
Oh, I got it wrong about the boobs and the penis. It's going to be a world of bums.
Oh, it's boobs this way though, sort of.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's also a butt that way, but yeah.
butt boobs. It's a world of butt boobs.
It's a butt no matter what angle you look at it, but it is definitely a 3 if you play your cards right. So confirmed. Half-Life 3. Jeff Keighley.
So I feel like at a certain point, if it gets out of control, they're gonna have to dispel. They're gonna have to wet it and be like.
But how many times has it gotten out of hand already? And they're just like, meh.
I don't think they care.
People,
they don't care.
Just let people do whatever they do.
Mm-hmm.
There's like teasing people, and then there's like being mean about it, where it like backlashes into a worse sort of deal.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like at a certain point, you just got to be like, guys, chill. There's no 3.
I don't think they care.
It.
I don't think they care. I think they know that it's a meme and that it's, they're afraid of 3s and all this stuff. I think it just builds the mystique around when they develop games.
Can one of them come on court? Because like my question would be, what is it like working at Valve for 10 years, knowing everyone wants you to do a thing and you're not doing it? Like, are you personally mad at your coworkers or whoever makes the decisions? Like, are there people there that are just like, I came to Valve because I love Half-Life and I'll do anything for them and I'm a great employee, but why aren't these guys making Half-Life? Because they're all humans with their own thoughts and feelings, right? Like, I mean,
I think it disappears quickly because there are something like 300 employees there. That's all. And that is a very tight ship for the amount of money per head they generate. I think once you get there, you're like, I'm coming in here to make Half-Life 3. I don't care what anybody says. Money is everywhere. We do anything we want. I think they get. I think they don't care. I really don't think they care.
Do you think they get good bonuses out of that? Because like it's one thing because I've heard the per employee before, but I'm like, if that's just all going to Gabe and like whoever's at the exec level.
No. They get paid a lot, and getting a job there is like pulling teeth. You are gonna you will be lucky.
The flip side of paying people a lot is like if work tomorrow decides, hey, we're gonna bump up your pay to $1 million a week. I'm only working there for a few more months. At a certain point, be like, I got 12 mil. Do I really want to do this anymore?
I mean, it depends. If you like, from what I've heard from people that I knew somebody who used to work there. People love it there, and they never want to go anywhere. And the only reason he had to was some medical stuff, but he would have stayed forever if he could. And the way he talks about it is it's super secretive. Nobody can talk about nothing. Lots of NDAs constantly, but the actual work environment and the people you work with and the stuff you're working on, even the boring stuff, even the canceled stuff, is a blast. So my guess is that might be the ultimate job ever, and the only time it'd be bad is if it went public and then suddenly shareholders give a shit. So hopefully that never happens.
They just got to do what they do.
Yeah.
And I think Valve has learned a valuable lesson that nobody else seems to know, which is just don't talk.
Yeah. Just keep quiet and make boats.
Don't say anything to anybody. Don't say a damn word.
Yep. Once in a while, make some hardware.
In the talk radio business.
Well, they let us pontificate. This is healthy for a company like them to have a whole bunch of people, us included, sitting here talking about what the whys and ifs and what's about Half-Life 3 or what Valve does or how they work. Like this is, they're reaping some of their, what makes them who they are. So,
you know what I think? I think we sell a lot of games on Steam.
Oh, we do.
And
Guaranteed.
I think maybe the Valve, or if there's anybody who does listen at the Valve show, to send us an email about how to get
Little partner
some of those sweet
program.
little power accounts, so we can sell even more of your games.
Yeah.
And that way, yeah.
Or you can give me a job. I believe me, I know you don't know this by watching the show because the opposite seems to be true. I can be quiet.
Yeah, he doesn't have to say anything. John can clam up.
Lipped.
Yeah, he can clam up. Here's the thing.
Not me. Don't keep me out of the. Just hire me to clean the foyer.
They used to do a thing at Valve. They don't do this anymore, although they are still grandfathered in. But they used to give, basically, there were journalist accounts and they were lifetime accounts to anybody who was part of some organization. I have a friend who still has one. His name is Roger. That's all I'll say his name is. I don't want him to get mobbed.
Roger Wilco?
Yeah, definitely Roger Wilco. And he has this status on his account. Every single thing in Steam, from the smallest to the largest and everything in between, all of it is free. That includes every piece of DLC, anything, skins, anything you do in those games. The stuff from any of the Paradox games where they go 8 years with nothing but DLC piles that are worth $400.
Oh my God.
He has access to all of that for nothing. It's just I got into his account once. He let me borrow it for a day. I just wanted to see what was what in there. My gosh, I shouldn't have been around it. It really gave you a taste. Everything was free.
That would be the worst for you. You'd be like, oh my God, I'm never leaving.
This arcade's too big.
He's already got choice paralysis. Like it's just like,
more games per day than you could try in a day. It's
Chat says hardware. I don't think they do that anymore, but I think in the early days of like the Steam Link and the first controller, I think he did get that stuff. It just show up in the mail, but I don't think he doesn't have a Steam Deck now. And he's so
I'm sure that's evolved over the years,
And I love this guy; he's a good friend and everything, but he's tight as hell, and it annoys me even more because he's like, "I'm not buying that new Steam machine. It's going to be like $1,200." I'm like, "You have like $1.5 million worth of free games right now, and you don't even play them hardly." He barely gets in there. It drives me apeshit, but whatever. It is what it is.
It's funny because this isn't in our news stories this week. I thought about putting it in, and so I guess we're going to kind of mention it here. But like to go to what I said with Valve just doesn't talk. Look at Tim Sweeney is in hot water this week because he decided to criticize Valve and Steam over their AI policy of requiring people to say, hey, there's AI generated assets in this game. And he said it was stupid to have people have to announce that.
Disclose it, yeah.
To disclose it because eventually it's going to be a component in every video game that's made. And I think people are rightfully like critical of that because
you're
basically saying it's better to keep it secret.
Yeah.
No, it isn't.
Like he might be right about that, but the point is, it matters to the customers that it's disclosed, and they're serving their customers.
Yeah, and it may change later.
The
Maybe
point isn't whether or not he's right, because even if he's right, wouldn't you want to know?
Yeah, I would rather know.
So right now, we all want to know because we're it's controversial, and we're feeling a way about it.
Let us know what's in there and what it was, and it's. Just let us know. Doesn't hurt to know. Valve hasn't said anything about it. Epic and Tim Sweeney getting criticized over this decision. Valve looking good, not doing anything.
Just standing there.
So Valve's policy of we're just not going to say anything seems to be working out pretty good for them. So I feel like even when it's something that's on the positive side of the spectrum, like what is Half-Life 3 going to be? Them just sitting back and going, look at these gamers. Aren't they fun?
It's an incredible...
It's just a great policy for them.
This is just like classic Tim Sweeney, though, because we've been following his comments for years. He likes to invent problems for us competitors.
Oh, yeah, partly because
sometimes he pulls it off, and sometimes he's, I agree with him, but sometimes I'm just like, I think that's just like his thing.
It is totally his thing, and he always does it in the most annoying way. His store has not been able to make inroads to compete with Steam at all. And you know who hasn't been making a lot of noise about that? Steam. Do you know who does make noise about stuff like that? Companies who have shareholders who constantly have to be coddled to make sure that they think their investments are safe for the next quarterly earnings. They don't have to do that at Valve, so they don't do it. And I respect it, and I wish more companies were this. You can be billionaire trillionaires without going public. Just be a company.
Just jelly. Because he could just be like, instead of saying, oh, they have to remove it, he could have said, I think my store's better.
Yeah, that's really all he's trying to do is trying to get some news
Well,
cycles.
you can't say that because he likes it better. So he's like, I'm going to put my input on what I should do, what another competitor's store should do.
Yeah.
And not.
Meanwhile, they're a company that could get closed any day if Tencent just decided they are in a bad mood. Like, he can say that stuff all he wants. It doesn't even feel like they're in charge anymore. He doesn't own his company anymore.
I will say though, like the one thing he is right about is there probably will be a day when it is just everywhere and it's commonplace. Because I got to tell you, sorry to bring up Metacore.
Metacore.
You know, when we do Metacore, but like I'm going in for a full scan. My doctor would just like to do a more comprehensive test in a couple weeks, and I'm like, cool. And he's like, you know, I'm going to be using some AI for this scan, and I'm like. So do I raise a fuss? This is my health, and if
but it's not generated AI. That's different.
No, he was like, not the whole thing. He's like, the doctor's obviously going to be interpreting results, but he's explaining like they put the stats in and do the thing where they compare you across a lot of different things, and it just processes stuff faster. And to be fair, I keep hearing that the medical field has been enjoying some benefits from this business. So I'm just like, listen, it's like. Just do what you got to do. I was like, I have some concerns about it, but in the medical field, I don't have an opinion. So let's just, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Like you're the expert here.
It's early yet, and people are skittish. To me, I'm not skittish at all about the medical implications, other financial institution stuff, some of the math and process stuff. I think it is going to reinvent entire industries because of how efficient it will be and how good it will be at those things.
I'm pretty sure it's just going to be efficient at telling me I'm going to die in 2 years or something.
Well, it'll probably just say, cut out the pepperoni sticks or some shit like that. You never know. Yeah. But in my case, I just got a crown a couple of months ago that was entirely, almost entirely AI refined. So they do this new thing now where he goes in with a camera in my mouth with his hand. This is the manual part. Goes in there, does this thing, and then this computer figures out the exact size. What
was the gesture again, Scott?
There's a little bit of
one more time.
Little of this.
Goes in the camera in the mouth.
Yeah, it's about that. Anyway,
why I gotta put my camera in there.
Girthy camera, and then when he's done, the computer within microns gets the exact tooth replacement I need, and then they 3D print it there in a mill at the on-site, and within a half an hour, I have a brand new tooth that is mathematically perfectly fit for my face.
It generates like the Blender file for your tooth.
Basically, yeah. Yeah. And that part's been around for a while. The tooth printing tech's been around for a while. The milling is not new, but the getting it right part, because
the generating the 3D model.
Yeah, and my guy says my dentist says.
my guy. I got a tooth guy, and he's pretty good.
They call him Dennis sometimes, but he's my guy.
He's my guy.
He told me that it was something like 60% error rate when it was just doctors doing it, even with similar tech, the camera, the whole like make the model, shoot it to the thing, and print them. But they'd have to redo them, recook them. They'd break when they put them on. 60. They went to 99% accuracy with this thing. So this is not, hey, suddenly Scott's defending AI. I will defend some applications of AI like I would defend any technology's smartly implemented thing. But when we talk about generative, like poop me out some images so my RPG game can have a bunch of faces in it I don't want to pay people to make, that's the shit I don't want. Or better yet, tell me it's in your game so I can make an informed choice.
No,
so
the sales
Sweeney's wrong. Like if I don't care about that, great. I've been told the AI's in there and I'll play it anyway. If I do care about it, like I do, I won't buy the game. So give me the choice. And why does Sweeney care? Just swim in your weird Fortnite money.
It's just what Sweeney does. He pops up every 6 months to tell another company what to do. Yeah. But Epic vaguely also doesn't do the things he says.
Yeah, like
he sort of shoehorns it like, well, Epic's pretty good, but it's like no one's praising Epic for the things you're saying. You're the only one.
No, and he can while I appreciate they give a better cut to devs, without the store succeeding, it isn't making a difference. In fact, it's hurting devs if they have an exclusive agreement with Epic because they're not selling as many copies as they would if it was on Steam. So they're all waiting 6 months for that thing to finish so they can go to Steam, and they're happily going to go 30-70 again because they know they're going to make more money in volume. So even that one thing that he championed so hard is not really that much of a benefit, and it hasn't changed the industry. everybody still does 70/30. Microsoft, Sony, everybody.
He's been suing Apple and Google for the same practices in their gardens, so that, you know what I mean? Like, he's doing the exclusive thing on the Epic Store, but he's also like, I should be able to sell my Fortnite without having to pay you anything on your stores. It's like,
I just love his engine. I think his engine's brilliant. I think where Unreal started, where it is today, all that stuff's crazy cool. But you're like huge percentage owned by a Chinese game company, and they could flip the switch anytime they wanted. It's not. I can't listen to Tim Sweeney say stuff.
The sales pitch has been awful, like from many people for many examples, and it deserves it because it should go down in the history as like one of the worst pitches for any new technology, because it's disruptive in the same way printing press was. That's why I told my doctor. I said, well, when the printing press was invented, there was a whole bunch of people mad because the poor could read, and that was going to be a problem. They're like, oh no, we can't let the poor people read.
Yeah.
How will we be elite? And it's, not exactly the same, but it is kind of the same, where it's just like violating copyright like crazy. It's impersonation and faith in news is an issue. It's all these problems.
But you're not going to have that.
OpenAI is like, we made TikTok.
Yeah. Like,
cool. You guys are real great stewards of this new technology. Like, all that shit's gonna go away, and then it's probably actually gonna be used legitimately for some good stuff.
Yeah,
in disruptive, informative ways.
We're in a bubble right now, in the same way we were in 99, 2000, in the web bubble, and then that took a big shit. Well, why? Because websites that said, now it's actually a valuable thing to be pets.com and sell exclusive pet things. Now they've figured it all out, but in 2000. Pets.com was a freaking scam. It was the dumbest thing ever. It all collapsed. That's just one example. It all collapses in on itself. And then it refines. It becomes the thing it's going to be. The internet we know today, for good or for ill. The same thing's going to happen with this shit. Same exact thing. Same hill has to be climbed. Same dude bros have to be asking for trillions of investment. And the same crash has to happen before it refines itself. It's all going to do that.
I just think those guys are always going to be there. Unfortunately, it's a permanent part of the tech news cycle.
It is now. Yeah.
These like rich venture capitalists that evangelize things but barely understand what they're doing with the products. Like it's sort of just never been clear. Like as I say, like AI will be used. It's going to be part of the world, I think, but not the way these guys are just, Temu Steve Jobs, basically. Yeah. They're trying, but they just suck. And, anyways, not to get too far, we've already gone down the AI road a lot, but, Tim Sweeney, like the fact is people feel a lot of different ways about it. And there's a lot of not good examples. So if customers want to be disclosed and make a pro-consumer choice to avoid certain things, then he's just serving his customers.
Yeah.
Like, imagine Tim Sweeney being mad. The waiter came back and asked, "Do you like the food? Do you have to ask? Isn't your food good?"
Yeah.
It's like, it's just that kind of, it's basically the same thing. It's just some kind of old man critique that's like, yeah, just shut up, Tim Sweeney.
Yeah, it's dumb. And John's right. Steam's reaction is exactly the right reaction. Just ignore that troll.
Yep. Just
let him go. And I know we're accused as a show all the time being very Steam favorable. And the answer to that, I would say, is because I am very Steam favorable.
Yeah.
You guys are favorable to the things you like.
Yeah. It turns out they're really good at what they do.
What is your guys' justification for talking about the things you like?
Yeah. It's
in a favorable way.
Yeah. Now, John, that's because I like them and I feel favorably about them. So,
and we're not journalists, so we haven't taken this oath to like report on the facts impartially.
Although Scott researched a news story today,
did.
You guys, he looked up facts, he did math.
I did math. I made my own charts.
He's not good at.
I made some charts in Excel and pooped them out graphically so I could do a whole thing. But speaking of AI, I should have had it do it for me. It took me a long time, but I did a bunch of shit that I'm not used to doing. It's good. It's a good practice,
Well, maybe we are journalists sometimes, and we'll try and let you. Tascram will let you.
We'll let you know when we're trying,
if we remember.
Yeah, Tim Sweeney will say we don't need to, but we will. We'll let you know.
Yeah, we'll let you know when we're trying to be journalists.
Speaking of which, there's a bad transition. Let's just talk about CD Projekt Red. These guys make your Witchers, your Cyberpunks, and as it turns out. First of all,
We're playing 2 of those 3 games between the 3 of us right now.
Cyberpunk sold 35 million copies faster than The Witcher 3 did. It was like a massive success. We can talk about the bad, janky launch and all the fixes, and then the glorious end of amazing DLC and an incredible finished game that we have today. But all that aside, it didn't really matter. It was a massive sell. They did really well. It was also very expensive to make, north of $400 million, which is the most expensive game to date. GTA 6 is supposed to exceed that. But what else did we learn, John? What's going on?
Well, I mean, the big thing is it hit 35 million copies, which is a big milestone, especially for a game with as rough a start as it had. And it did it faster than The Witcher 3 hit those numbers, which is just a good sign that that game is continuing to flourish, because obviously Witcher 3 is looked at extremely favorably, although that game also launched with a bit of critiques as well. But, you know, that's big. I'll say also in Cyberpunk news related to it, I got bad news.
Shit.
Cyberpunk 2 is still a long ways away, which you may already have assumed that. But basically, there have been, you know, people are getting curious about it, and we're starting to see hiring spikes for Cyberpunk 2, more postings. Although I guess this is coming from Rock Paper Shotgun, that it's on track to grow over the next couple of years, saying that it's going to kind of peak in 2027. And if development team size is only peaking in 2027, we're probably looking at a 2029, maybe 2030 release for Cyberpunk 2.
So a 10-year gap between the release of the first one, which we don't even bat an eye at now when it takes 10 years. So it may sound like a long time, but it's not gonna be that bad.
It's funny because you can say, okay, 2030 is only 5 years away, and that seems a little bit reasonable. But when somebody says we're not going to be playing Cyberpunk 2 till 2030, it sounds like science fiction, and I go, what?
Yeah.
How is it possible?
Yeah.
It could come out before that, maybe, but I'm gonna just say, if you're excited for Cyberpunk 2, it seems like maybe we have a bit of a wait.
I might have a full head of white hair by then.
Yeah, you will. You got a good start. So I beat you there. So you can't really tell in here.
Yeah.
My hair looks dark in this lighting.
I'll be 50 in 2030.
Holy shit! Getting that. Your doctor will be doing AI colonoscopies by then. Eager.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know why I made that noise. I don't know why I made that noise.
Yeah, I haven't had one. Is that what it sounds like?
No.
Yeah, that's exactly what it
Although
sounds like.
I do,
up there?
well, I do know what it feels like, and I don't know if I've told this show why I know what it feels like. You're not supposed to know what it feels like because it's supposed to put you under. But the last time I goes in there,
So I says to Mabel,
I says to him, I go in there. They get me
in there and
they
talk
get-
to my tooth guy.
They got me on the side. I did all the prep. I'm laying on my side. The guy with the juice has got it in my vein and is showing me the white thing. And he says, "You ready?" I said, "Yep." He squeezes it in. He squeezes it in, and it's this propofol or whatever the hell it's called. Dr. Tobler don't know what it is. Goes in there, and usually it takes about 10 seconds if you count down to go under. So I feel myself feeling it. It's about 7 seconds in, and then I feel the most violating freaking penetration of my butthole I've ever felt in my life going on back there. And then I doze out.
what was the second?
Wait. Did you did you have like a 2-second window where he did it before the drugs kicked in?
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
That's
About
awful.
2 seconds of like.
Did you leave anything on the comment card?
No, I did. I told they did like a follow-up thing later.
The waiter came and said, "How was your colonoscopy?" You're like, "I hated it."
No, I told them what they did. I said they started too early, and it was really disruptive. I'll say. I didn't know what to say. I don't know how to describe it.
Disruptive.
But it was just like,
traumatizing because usually you get roofied before the violation happens.
I know.
It kicks in like mid-violation.
I think they're trying to hurry people in and out of there. They're like just on a hustle mode, and I don't know. Which also makes me nervous and not really looking all that close, but whatever. Anyway, he did this, and I was fine. when I woke up, it wasn't like any worse than I've had 2 of these in my life, 10 years ago and then one this year. And it was absolutely fine, but don't get started until I'm out. You got a guy there whose job it is to see if I'm out and then monitor me the whole time.
Yeah,
He's an anesthetist.
Fingers in front of you and be like, anybody home?
Yeah, he should something and confirm and like nod to the guy. Yeah, now it's time to violently enter his butthole.
Was it violent though? Or
It
like,
hurt.
was he also-
It hurt. And it felt like
sometimes
it
it hurts because it's gotta hurt. Like there's nothing you can do. But
Well, they don't knock you out because they want you to feel it. Like it doesn't matter if it hurt a lot or a little. They knock
saying, like,
you out
he
for a reason.
You're right,
Did
right.
He really just
He started going. Have you guys ever seen either a documentary or a TV show like Chicago Fire? And you see those guys hop out of the, and they pull up to the scene of the fire. They hop out of the big fire truck. Guy grabs a big, heavy-looking hose end that's got a big crank on it. He's got to hook it to the local water line, and they get in there and just go crank it over, and then it takes 2 guys to slam it. That's what felt like my butt was going through. It was bad.
Did it hurt after you came to as well?
No more than normal.
Happened?
No more than normal. It's normal to be a little sore. Right? When I say normal, I mean a normal colonoscopy is going to leave you sore.
Okay. I thought you were just implying your butt hurt slightly all the time.
No, that it.
No, I just mean like, was it like, did it feel like, Vietnam down there? I don't know. That's not maybe
Vietnam.
Just, like a war zone. Did it feel like a war zone happened in your butt?
Like I went to a scared straight prison thing and stayed overnight and. No.
Well, you know what I mean. Like I just like it. Because then you'd be like, what did you guys do? But if it didn't hurt more than normal.
No, I think he did everything by the book or however this process works. He did it. He's just not supposed to start until I am asleep. Yeah, he jumped the gun.
Maybe
He's a little Johnny on the spot.
Do you ever hear about...
He had to rush because he had to get home to some kids that were misbehaving.
Maybe, but I mean, have you ever heard of a open heart surgery where the guy's like, all right, is he almost out? All right, I'm going in. Starts cutting your chest open. That's not that different. What he did.
I guess they call that like bedside etiquette or whatever.
I don't know what it is.
There's like a etiquette term for, treating patients.
I think he was getting paid per colon. So it was like,
I got to clear 30 colons.
I got to get 30 today, or they got some quote. I don't know. It just felt like he was in a rush. But anyway.
Okay. Well,
good news. I had clean labs, though. That's the important part. It just hurt.
Help
so the last CD Projekt Red story that we wanted to talk about today was that there's not going to be any Witcher 4 or Cyberpunk 2 at the VGA.
No Witcher 4? I'm a little surprised by that. I thought there'd be...
Yeah, confirmed by them. So, if it ends up happening, they're great big liars. But they said, no, neither game is there.
Okay.
When is Witcher 4 releasing? It's got to come out before Cyberpunk.
They said not in 2026. So
7. I'm guessing 7. Then you're 3 years from Cyberpunk.
Not in 2026.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not next year. I don't think they're that far along.
No.
But I can see next year, right around this time, them showing a ton of
It gives
stuff.
you plenty of time to finish, Beau.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we'll talk about in the games played, but yes, I'd feel silly looking forward to Witcher 4 without having finished Witcher 3. So I've started to make that pilgrimage.
Yeah. You got room now. You got some wiggle room to get that done.
I mean, kind of. There's lots of games to play on the list, but Witcher's actually pretty damn good. I'm on a I need a good narrative streak because every game I play now leaves a hole.
Yeah,
in my heart.
Yeah.
First it was Dispatch, and now Clair Obscure, and I don't want to play some mid game. I just got to go back to mid games. God damn it! So I'm trying. It's like I'm on heroin. And I'm just trying to avoid the junk sickness. I was like,
you just need a little hit, and you'll get you.
So it's funny you mentioned that, Beau. That is exactly why I spent so much time in Megabunk. It was like a recovery game. I know this is the opposite of what you're saying. You're like, I need only excellence because I've experienced only excellence. But for me, it went the other way. It was like, I've experienced excellence. I need something that is going to be the exact opposite, a palate cleanser. It's still got to be fun. I'm not saying Megabunk is
you've gone to rehab.
Terrible,
right.
But I need something that's going to wipe the slate clean a little bit, so to speak, in terms of the experience. And it was the perfect game for that, to be like, okay, I've washed the palate clean. I can play other games.
You can play
now at
almost
this point.
anything after Megabonk. It's
Yeah,
true.
You need that rehab. Yeah, no, I get it.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe I have to go to gaming rehab too a bit, but
Play Megabonk in VR somehow. Is that a thing?
guys, I'm still sad I'm not in a relationship with one of the characters from Dispatch. I don't know what it says about me. We're on week 2 of my depression.
Are you? Who are you most shipped with? Would you think there in that game?
So we got to be careful about this. I took a lot of flack for spoilers. First of all, scolding people not to spoil, and then
There will be
spoil.
no spoilers today. I can promise you that. You've both beaten the game. We talked about that at length last
We
week.
talked about like episode 1, and I still got critiqued. I didn't give away anything too big. I think of the game.
We're not going to talk about that game in that way today.
But no, we are. 'Cause-
Are we? Are we though?
So here's the thing about spoilers. We always said this was a spoiler risk environment. We were just too loose-lipped to be that diligent. However, we don't go out of our way to do it. It's not like our policy to be like, we're talking about it. But I think what's happened is we very rarely play the same games.
Yeah.
And we don't want to spoil it for each other. So we generally, I think, just avoid it, where we set up this environment where we don't spoil often.
No.
Not intentionally, just because of the way it goes. But now we're all playing the same game, and I want to talk about the game with everybody.
Yeah.
And so we just got to, I think, put appropriate labeling to say, hey, guys, spoilers,
Well, the problem with that is they would all say, okay, cool. How are you going to do that? Rather than just saying it, have me guess where it picks up again. And so
Here's the thing, we can't. They outnumber us.
You can do it
and
on
for every
YouTube.
person-
You can do it on YouTube.
For every
You can make-
person that doesn't want spoilers,
We
there's
can make-
somebody who's played it and wants us to talk about
No, I know, but we
So-
can make. What I'm saying is, we can make chapters. Like technologically, we can make chapters on the YouTube version.
It
There's
came over
not.
from audio. It's not YouTube. They both, I discussed it.
Yeah. Now that's a different problem. And so, if I don't even know that we're going to have to talk that much about it today because I'm not as far along as you think. I got up to episode 5. I'll tell you right now.
wanna
He
talk
didn't
about it. The only
finish the
reason why-
game.
No.
He's halfway through.
I got to 5.
I want to talk about it, but the only reason why I'm just being like this now is let's save it for the section where we can tell people it's the games we played. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, get out of here. We don't want no listeners listening to this
Yes,
part of the show.
because we don't go out of our way just to spoil things for the sake of it. We try to respect at least a few months, but
Yeah.
we are perfectly at liberty to talk about the details of a game and the games we've played if we've all played it and feel comfortable doing it.
Yeah.
So-
And that's why I'm saying today may not be that big a deal because I haven't beaten all of it.
I want to tell you who it is.
You
I'm
can't.
just trying to be sensitive to the people who gave me a real good licking on.
You probably can't tell me who you're shipped with because. Well, wait. Why couldn't you tell me? That's not a spoiler because.
just because it's not in this section, and somebody might be a spoiler. That's what I'm trying to.
Oh, I
be
mean,
like.
just like saying I don't know what's her.
Bo's just Bo's
We'll
just
say it in
paranoid.
30. We'll say it in 30 minutes when we're in the games we played section. We're in the news section.
No, I
think,
understand that,
or
but
the
if-
medical section.
I understand that, but if you said I really like
the video game.
if you said I like Blonde Blazer or whatever the hell her name is, that's not a spoiler. That's
Oh,
just
okay.
a character.
Oh well, yeah. So I'm an Invisigal guy.
Oh, well, I like her too.
Gal guy.
Yeah, I like her too. Although she's
I'm an Invisigal
You know.
guy. No, what do you call?
it's complicated with her, but
Look,
yeah.
I like Courtney. Okay.
I mean, I like them all. I will tell you. Well, anyway, whatever.
I mean,
We'll get to
the
that when we
games-
talk about what you played.
Yeah,
which
we'll
will
get to
be
it.
right
Yes,
after
we're all.
this.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to talk about it. And even though I tried. Listen, comments for Scott this week. No mercy. Don't at me. Don't at me in the YouTube comments.
Yeah, Beau got kind of raked over the coals last week. You guys were kind of mean about
Not
it.
bad, but I got some feedback, and I was like, listen, this is our policy. I didn't do anything wrong, but I'm not. They're longtime listeners. I recognize their names, and I'm not trying to be a dick to any of them. So
Of
I
course
don't
not.
think they were that mean. I think it's just the volume. There's a lot of volume.
Yeah, there were a couple on YouTube that were a little bit, but I don't know. YouTube's like that, so I don't know. Sometimes people are dicky about stuff, and I understand.
At the very least we can do is just say the games we played is like where no holds barred, and maybe they can listen to they can listen to us talk about gallstones in the games we played section.
Yeah, let's do it. I don't want. Wait.
Or not games, the news section. Sorry.
Right.
My exhaustion's hitting me. I can barely.
Oh, that's a good combo. I'm sure this will go perfectly fine. All right. Well, then stick around, everybody. We're going to take a break. When we come back from that break, indeed, we will talk about the games we played and what we thought of them. And What I thought of it may surprise you. Anyway, that's all coming up after this break. We'll be back in 5. And we're back. Thanks for hanging in there, everybody. It's time for more of this show where we talk about games. And we're going to talk now about the games we're playing. I'm going to start with Dispatch, which I last week had pontificated that I might have enough time to barrel through because of the holiday and actually be caught up. But it didn't happen. But I did get to episode 5.
Okay, but let me ask you a question,
Go
Scott,
ahead.
and let's be honest.
Go ahead.
Did you have enough time?
No, I really didn't. There was
Because I see a list of games here,
oh, I see.
and
what
it's
you're,
not
yeah.
one game. You know, there's an MMO on here.
Yeah,
So
this is a fair point.
The great Eye of Sauron was on Scott all week at his playlist in the core Discord.
Oh yeah, no. This has been yeah.
Everyone, it's like having 100 teachers remind you about your homework.
There was a bit of that. So I'll explain how all this went down, but let me put it this way. I didn't have time to say, because what I like about Dispatch is its show-like quality. And I don't just mean, people are like, well, duh, that's what it is. But what I mean is I like the focus of it. I like to shut everything else off. Nobody talk to me. I'm getting into this thing, and I'm not going to interrupt it or save halfway. There's no way I'm playing the game like that. That would annoy the shit out of me. And it will do it. There's saves in between scenes and stuff. So it's not like I couldn't, in an emergency, get up and go somewhere. But I like to just see that thing from top to bottom all the way through like I would a must-see TV night, Just got to laser focus. So that's one reason. I also don't want to play it on my Steam Deck because, to me, this deserves large screen, headphones on, fidelity, the best fidelity possible in my face. So I don't want to play it in any other way except on a bigger screen.
that's fair.
And yeah, a few other things happened, but most of those things happened like 2 hours before I fell asleep at midnight in a bed with a Steam Deck in my lap.
Okay,
So that's how.
fair.
Yeah.
I will, however, also point out, though, Scott,
What?
you are playing through this game at a pace that would have been perfectly acceptable on the week-to-week scheduling that this game was providing in its initial launch.
You're right.
I think it's okay if he's kicking the can down the road, though.
It's not a big deal. Like, I don't want to.
2 weeks, and he's played through 2 weeks episodes worth of the game.
Wait a minute. No, I finished 5, so I have.
You said you started 5.
Oh, you're right. I finished 4.
You've finished 4.
2.
They released 2 per week, so you've played 2 weeks worth of the story in
right.
2 weeks.
You're 100%. Yeah, you're right. I played 2.
It's respectable. It's a respectable pace.
It's not a judgment. It's simply an observation.
It's an interesting observation that has a tinge of judgment behind it, but I understand what you're saying.
If it comes with emotion,
Yeah.
that's simply your conscience making you feel a way.
Yeah.
And I refuse to feel responsible.
Yeah, it's not your job it's my amygdala or whatever
Yes.
that part of my brain. All right, so I played. I honestly don't have a ton to say here because we've already.
Tell us about your favorite moments,
Well, okay. Do we now tell people, hey, I'm about to tell you about it?
Spoilers. We're going to talk spoilers. It's a game we're all playing, and it's fun to talk about what happened in the game. So yes.
Right. It's also a thing where this game, okay, this is really important to note. Like Telltale games in the past and the legacy of these developers, their games have moments of big choice making, but they don't really affect the overall. They do think we talked about it last week. If you're gonna make a choice to throw water at Flambe or you're gonna throw something flammable at him, you're gonna get a fun moment later in the credits that says so many people chose like you did, and you get a percentage of that. And you will see either the tooth thing or the eyebrow thing through the rest of the game when you deal with Flambe, but it didn't really change anything of the over arc. And it's nice. It's this little detail. I chose a certain way, so for the rest of the game, he's got a gap in his mouth. That's funny, and it's a cool thing. It's not really a spoiler. It's just a choice you make. So when you get there, you will make a choice, and you will decide which way to go. If anything, knowing that it has persistence may help you be more interested in the game, because there's some interesting little persistent things. But this isn't like, I'm trying to think of another game like that has actual consequences. Like, this isn't Disco Elysium, where...
Baldur's Gate 3.
Or Baldur's Gate 3, where these...
Baldur's Gate 3 has, like, ending... Spoilers for Baldur's Gate 3. Raphael can win the game. You can completely spend 150 hours and lose to Raphael.
Yeah, exactly.
That's possible.
So here's what
So this is what
I'm going to do for our listeners who I love dearly. Okay, I can't believe I'm giving myself this extra work, but I'm doing it right now. Starting right now, at the beginning of this discussion, I'm splitting the video file, so I'm going to do that real quick. Okay, I'll know right where that starts, and I'll know where it ends. I'm also splitting the audio file so that when I go put this all together in post, we'll know right where we start to talk about the thing. Again, I want to make it clear. I don't think anything I have to offer today is going to be super spoilery, but our definitions are all over the place as to who thinks what's a spoiler. So you've all been warned.
I think the issue is Dispatch is a primarily narrative-based game first. People are very particular about what they consider spoilers these days. And so you have to protect yourself from it. Scott is not coming out here to ruin how the entire story goes. He doesn't even know how the story goes because he's only finished about half the story. If you don't want to know it, the entire thing is out. It has been out for weeks. It is your job to protect yourself at this point. There, you
did it. And I will also try to have ways in this play. I don't know how to do it with the audio one other than I have to put it in the show notes and just put a timestamp.
I think we've
just skip through it. Yeah. They've had enough of a warning.
Right.
Let's go.
The other thing that I feel a little less bad about, like I know people don't have time, but it's a 8 to 9 hour total. It's not like we're spoiling 200 hours. It's so you can easily stop the show. The show is 3 hours. That's 3 episodes you could do, like instead of your core time.
You can play through half the game in the time you listen to this show.
That's actually true, isn't it? Oh my gosh.
So it's like the impact, like the opportunity cost is like very low on this. And it's a lot of fun. I mean, this game, it's just fun to find out. Like I've been watching other people's streams of it. It's just fun. Like it's just good.
All right. Well, now that we've demarcated it, I just wanted to tell you my decision on the sonar thing.
Yeah. The sonar thing. It's about 2 people, but here's the decision on the sonar.
Sonar and Coop.
Yeah, Sonar and Coop. Sonar no longer with the company.
Oh, you monster!
Right. He's terrible.
I did the same thing. I got rid of Sonar.
You're both monsters.
He's a worthless. He's terrible.
He thought he was going to see Coop's boobs. That's how it starts.
Okay. First of all, forget it for a minute. We'll try to forget that he seems like a little bit of a pervy creeper. I'm not talking about voice critical. Like, I have no idea. The voice actor. This isn't me kicking a voice actor out of a thing, or in his case, a streamer.
Character, yes.
Just a character. His character is underpowered. He never really was great on all my dispatch runs. He was. If I had a way to show it, I would.
He's the only one who's got the brain and the charisma.
Well, I have changed that by putting points into brain and charisma on people who have done a better job overall, and I have less failure rate with other characters than I do him. He was pissing me off. Also, you could tell because of his whole Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde problem that he's just volatile. He's going to be a problem. At least this is my brain set. And also, I'm telling you, I had some PTSD with that whole thing because I worked at a company once where I was forced to fire somebody. And it was the worst possible scenario around who should have fired him versus me having to do it. I won't go into the whole story, but it was like a devastating moment in my time in offices and absolutely one of the worst experiences of my life. And this thing mirrored it really well. Like this kind of like, hey man, what's up? Kind of chill beginning and then a completely almost to blows kind of thing at the end. And it really rang familiar and like major PTSD. And then I think kind of in a good way, like narratively it really worked. And it also confirmed that jackass doesn't belong here. Get the F out, you freaking half-bat dick. Go. So he's out. So
you kept the crazy assassin who probably likes to kill people.
Yeah, I liked her. Her blades are cool.
She was probably the better choice.
Yeah.
She's pretty good on missions. She was like my MVP on my playthrough. I had no regrets.
Her and the little uppercut guy are awesome synergies. And what's his name again? Punch Up?
Punch Up.
Punch Up? Yeah.
Punch Up.
So I want to go through some of the other decision points because we're talking about 2. Did you brofist Royd in the bathroom?
100%.
Nice.
Yeah, if I knew a guy, an islander like that, who was just a big happy guy who wants to help everybody all the time, he's getting fisted. He's getting fisted. I'm gonna fist.
What might happen in this game?
Scott,
I'm gonna bro fist that guy. Absolutely
wants to make a friend.
The guy calls me. He calls me bro and brudda, and Like, and it feels legitimate. Like he's not. It's not a ridiculous stereotype. He like feels like somebody you might know, and it seemed like the guy you'd want to know at a company like that. So 100% bro fisted him. Easy,
Okay, so
easy choice.
Yeah, and when how Invisigal punches you, and then Blonde Blazer asks you about it, did you cover or did you confess that?
I covered for her in that
Nice.
moment. Yes.
I knew you were a bro. You do that for us.
I would do that for. I could tell she's just broken glass, and I just need to be careful around her.
I narked on her. If she didn't want people to know that she punched me at work, she shouldn't have fucking punched me at work.
Dude, this is why I like this conversation, because we're learning about each other. It's fun. It's
Wow, I'm a little shocked by that. I thought John would have covered for her, but you
Why
said,
cover for her? She hit me in the face. No,
I know, but you know that she's
Why? Because I said something mean to her. I hurt her feelings. That makes it okay to punch me in the face? No.
Oh
awesome,
man, I wouldn't want John for a boss, man. That would
I covered too. I covered as well, because she's like,
She's lucky she didn't get cut.
yeah. But you have a feeling about people, and you want to help them.
I did. You know what? She got to keep her job. Why? Because of me. But I also said she punched me. You know why? Because she punched me.
Well, she did punch you. Yeah.
Isn't it so cute the way that she like takes a picture of the leaderboard and then goes invisible when she sees she's
Yeah, it was cute. It made me think, you know what? Her heart's actually a little bit in this. I need to support her. Now, I know getting punched really sucks, especially if you're a little weenie boy. Like our guy, right? He's kind of a, he's
I don't know.
He's
Dude has clearly taken some abuse.
Yeah, but that's part of his thing that I love about him is that in his physical flesh world, he's just a regular guy without any real powers, not even strength powers. He's not even Batman level, but he's got this awesome suit normally, and him having to like reconcile those two sides of his life is some of the most interesting parts of this. I really like that about him, but I just don't think he would be the type either that would take that punch and go, "That's it, bitch. You punched me. I'm gonna see you dead at the end of it."
Well, I also didn't see it as like, I didn't see it as I'm going to report you. I just heard it as like, hey, why do you have cloth shoved up your nose and why are you bleeding? Girl punched me. I didn't look at that choice as like, I'm going to tell on you and get you in big trouble. I just looked at it as what happened. I got punched. That's it. I didn't think of it as like a workplace consequence. Somebody asked me why I'm bleeding from the nose. She punched me.
Well,
this office, my job was recruited by somebody getting me drunk, flying me up to a sign, very clearly breaking some HR rules, and then being like, no, I just want to offer you a job. I think they play a little fast and loose with the rules around this office place. So I don't think saying that my subordinate punched me in the face is going to have the same ramifications in dispatch land that it's going to have in the real world.
No,
so
you're probably right.
She punched me.
You're probably right, but there were three options. One was straight up, she punched me. One was like full on denial or a lie, and the other one was kind of like you could say it and get away with, and people would kind of wink, know what you meant. I think I went with that third one. I think the result's the same.
But I walked into a doorknob shaped like Invisigirl's fist.
All right. Well, that's an interesting one. There's still lots more, so let me move on here. I'm not going to ask every single.
Are you just going through every
Well,
choice?
I am in game to remind me, but I'm not going through every choice.
Okay.
The only other one I want is, what was your emotional state when Phenomena Man made his entrance and you found out the girl you kissed is actually dating somebody?
Oh, okay. So
did Scott kiss her? You don't have to kiss her.
I did. I kissed her.
You did.
Okay.
So
I did too, for the record.
Yeah, I mentioned that last week.
Okay, I forgot.
Well, yeah, I know. I mean, we can't keep track of everything. So when he showed up, my first instincts were very colored by what we get these days with The Boys and Homelander and stuff. It's this feeling I can't shake that this overly powered character is going to be a problem and a real bad one. And I haven't seen or had anything happen yet where that's been fulfilled. So it may just all be in my head, and the Boys have kind of wrecked me in that regard. And not just The Boys. What's that comic, John? You and I both read it.
Invincible?
Not Invincible. That's also a good one, but the one's called, he used to be, basically was Superman, but then went real dark and just started killing everybody. And it was called
I know what you're talking about.
in Irredeemable. That's what it's called.
Yeah, that's it.
Great comic. IDW, I think, published it. Anyway, it's really good. And that's a real vibe. It's very Homelander. It's very psychotic. And I keep thinking...
I thought Invincible because he looks like, what is it, Vertramite or whatever it is.
Oh.
Vitramite. Because he's got the big mustache.
Yeah.
So he looks straight out of them from Invincible. So
Yeah.
I was immediately like, oh, why is this guy not trustworthy?
It's the same feeling, right? Like the power is too much power. And what you see on the surface is not... There's something dark underneath. So my first impression when I saw him was kind of like that. And he's saying things like, "Why are you so small?" And what else did he say about him?
Oh yeah,
My upward thrust has been known to stun smaller creatures.
Yeah, you need to
lesser
move away
creatures.
or whatever. And then they played that awesome song, "I'm gonna make a pound cake" or whatever the hell that song is.
Yes, yeah,
It's really
it
good.
really hits hard after that moment.
Yeah.
and you didn't agree to go to Japan.
No.
with them?
No, I wasn't gonna go. I was not gonna go anywhere near that because I could tell something was up. This is why I like this game. Why this game is so good is the subtle stuff is working. Like it's not.
Did you catch her making faces behind his back? Like no, don't.
Oh yeah,
leave.
she's shaking her head and stuff and all that. Yeah.
yeah.
Not only that, so those cues are obviously there, but she just seemed uncomfortable the whole time. I could tell something was up,
Yeah.
and I didn't like it.
Kissed you.
Yeah, and I kissed her, and she kissed me back. Whether she says she did or didn't, she did.
Yeah, well, she got you drunk.
yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, cool. I'm not going to ask every question. I'm going to skip ahead a bit because it's just the stuff I'm curious about.
Please do.
Did you add anybody to your Z team yet?
As of the end
Did
of
you
4,
recruit a new member yet?
Because it says it's episode 4, but I don't have a recollection. Did you recruit a new member to the Z team?
who did we get in 4? Well, I finished 4, so if I did, I must have. Who did
It says here it was a decision point in episode 4.
You get a choice of 2 characters.
Who did I? Yeah, what did I do there? I can't remember what I did.
There was Waterboy was one of the options. By the way, how awesome is Waterboy? He
I love
pukes on your-
Waterboy, but he just pukes water on everything. And I
Hey,
love
there's a
that-
lot of people that find that very sexy. There's this whole brigade of people that want Waterboy to be the relation.
Oh, I don't.
Wow,
wanna,
you have
no.
really gone down a hole with that, huh?
I didn't want to know that. That's horrible.
And proudly.
Yeah, I don't remember. I know I didn't choose him, so whoever I chose, it wasn't him. Oh, why don't I remember that very well? Was there a choice pattern in that meant I didn't choose a new person?
Well, did you get us? So I think it's pretty soon after that Blonde Blazer breaks up with Phenomena Man, right? Have you gotten that far?
yeah, I'm done with the episode
So
after that.
Yeah. So the choice of joining the Z team is Phenomena Man or Waterboy.
Oh, you sure that's not in 5?
Nope. It says here episode 4. Did you play episode 4? Or are we now done?
Is he actually only on episode 3?
No, I definitely played 4. I played all the way through.
All right,
it.
so hang on. Let's change the question then, since we don't know. How about that opening to episode 4?
Remind me.
Well,
you
we
have-
don't
so the
even
question
know
would be,
if he's...
Did you have to go goon, or were you really Randy after that opening, or not?
Wait a minute. What happened in the maybe I thought I was done. Maybe I have
my
all
gosh.
It involves Invisigal.
And
I don't think Scott has
And
played
nobody
episode
else.
4.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
have I not seen 4? Have I only seen 3?
Let me see.
When do we get rid of the idiot Batman? Is that 3 or
was
4?
the end that was like 3.
I thought I did whatever is after. What's the end of 2? Is the end of 2 the parking lot and send those 2 off to Japan?
That's the end of 2.
Oh, I haven't played episode 4 yet.
No, you haven't, because literally the first 2 seconds you would know precisely what I'm talking about. And busted.
And well, no, I wasn't
He's
pretending.
only on episode 3.
No, I know.
This
We
is
got
my
him.
inability to
Job,
keep track
Jack.
of anything. But
So Scott,
well.
I apologize. I criticized you earlier, saying that you had played through 2 weeks of episodes in a 2-week period.
Week and a half.
You were right to
There's some
push
Resident
back
Evil
on that,
2 shit
because
right
the
here.
answer is actually you have not played through 2 weeks worth of episodes.
you're
Not
right.
quite.
No, about a week and a half's worth of
All right,
content.
well, I got to say, I
right.
got no more questions. Because
Well,
episode
here's
4 is where all
my
the good shit
question,
happens.
because in the pre-show Scott alluded to the fact that he was going to embarrass himself with a story involving Punch Up.
Yeah.
So,
all right,
Scott?
here's the story. It doesn't actually require having seen the episode it's in. Here's why I feel like an idiot. I thought last week you guys were implying, and I don't know why, I swear it was Beau that said this, and Beau, I owe you an apology for mishearing you.
Yeah, I might have misled you.
I thought the story with him is his superpower, if he got in a real scrap, was that he had a really superpowered penis that would pop up and punch people, that would shoot out and punch people. And I thought that because at the time we were talking about this game's not afraid to, let it swing a little.
This is why I shouldn't do spoilers.
Yeah. and so I kept expecting that, not happening. I'm like, when's this going to happen? And then I was talking to the worst part is who I was talking to. It's my daughter and her group of 6 friends who all played this together, who all watched one person play it. Mm-hmm. And I go, hey, how about that punch up guy here? He likes to punch people with his wiener. And they go, and they were like,
I wish I was there for that.
How do you do, my fellow kids?
And they were like, what? And I said, yeah, isn't that this thing? It's kind of gross and everything, but he punches people with his wiener. And they're like, no, that's not what he does. It's not at all.
You haven't gotten to it yet.
It's just that he's short and he can fight. He's scrappy. He punches other people in the junk, which I think is what Beau was saying. But I misinterpreted
he's at the perfect height to punch people in the junk. And with all the dicks in this game, there's a really satisfying moment where he goes online and punches all the dicks.
Well, okay, so that's what. So this is also a problem with the whole boys thing overshadowing everything for me. I really let that mythos get under my skin about how just terrible everybody is.
Yeah, no, this is
isn't
This
that.
is like Scranton.
Yeah,
this is not.
This isn't that. There is some of that, but it's not the level of that. And like, there's heart in this, which is partly why I like it.
People talk like normal. Like, it's not like all girls are like, "Ooh, I don't want to say the word cum." It's like the women are the ones with the filthiest mouths in this game.
Oh yeah,
but it's not like I'm secretly a Nazi and I'm a fascist and I'm gonna just kill everybody on this airplane because I'm so powerful. It's not like cynical and horrific. It's just like they're just like kind of normal people at jobs, and some of them are foul mouthed. We all have them at jobs, right? Everyone's professional, and then there's this guy who's just like, there's always some guy in the office somewhere who just doesn't give a shit and will just say, the worst things. And like, they got a couple of those in the dispatch in SDN. So,
but I'll tell you what, part of why I'm glad I got rid of Bat Boy is because Punch Up
Sonar,
is great with Sonar. Not Sonar, with Coop. They're great together. Coop.
Yeah, they have synergy.
Yeah. I like her a lot and him a lot. So
they have synergy for being at the bottom of the leaderboard. However.
I mean, there's synergy between all the characters.
Right.
Every character has someone that they are synergistic with. So when you cut somebody, you are upsetting someone. Mm-hmm. Whether that is Malevola or Punch Up, someone is going to be mad at you.
I think.
Malevola is really friends with Sonar, so she gets pretty ticked about it.
I think Gollum's my favorite.
And that's what I like about the game, too. You say the choices don't impact gameplay, but Malevola, for like 1 whole or 2 whole episodes after, was being such a bitch to me. Like, I'd be like, Malevola, go on this mission. She's like, you cut Sonar. F you. It just doesn't go on the mission. And I'm like, well, you're at work, damn it. But, it's like, and how about that episode 2 mission where like everyone's just like realizes that someone's going to be cut, so they're all screwing each other during the missions, and you can't. So
I think one of my favorite things that I didn't realize in the moment, but found out about afterwards, and it's so funny because everybody says this like, "How couldn't you figure this out?" I didn't know it at the time, and I know it now. And I think that was true for a lot of these people that are saying that, but. Apparently, if you want to have a lot more success on that day where they're sabotaging each other, the trick is to send everybody with the person that they have synchronization with, because they won't betray the person that they like. Oh. So if you send Coop and Punch Up on a mission, they won't betray each other.
Right.
But if you send Coop and Sonar on a mission, they'll sabotage each other in the middle of it. So it's actually a way to get around the mechanic of I need to send people, but I either have to send them solo and I'm more likely to fail, or send them with someone and they just keep sabotaging each other. So there's neat little mechanics like that sprinkled throughout the game. I didn't realize that at the time.
Yeah,
I
you
just
played
kept
that.
sending people and getting mad.
Yeah.
It took me a while to learn. I guess that's the one thing in a real job. People might give you a little bit of time to get into speed, but like already by day 3, the game's expecting you to be, god tier. Like it took me a while even to figure out what the different stats were
Oh.
and how the skill checks, some of the skill checks worked and stuff. And I'm like, the game's almost over.
I didn't know why the little puck was bouncing around for a long time. Like I think I was on episode like 5 before I was like, oh, if that puck is somewhere, I fail. And then all of a sudden I got way more stressed out about it because before I was just like 68% of the chance to turn green. Sweet, let's go. And I didn't know why there was a little thing bouncing around.
Yeah.
It took me a really long time to realize why that was there.
I like when it gets to an edge and it zooms in. It reminds me of a very specific game.
Peggle.
Peggle. That's it.
It zooms in.
That has been driving me crazy for days. I'm like, why is that so familiar? And Carter and I are both like, I don't know, but it's so familiar. It's Peggle.
Yep.
Damn it.
That's what made me realize its purpose. I hadn't had one of those moments, and then all of a sudden I did, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's what it bounces around for. I got it.
Yeah.
One more question, and please try not to read anything weird into this.
Like,
In terms, because if you haven't gotten to it, but have you had a scene that involves a blue dress?
no.
Okay,
no.
we'll ask you next week then.
Okay.
I feel like that was in oh no, that is in episode 4 because that's part of the who are you going
I don't know anymore. I got to be careful now because we have to subtract 2 episodes from whatever episode.
Well, if you're looking at it, but if you're looking at it through if you're looking at the game right now, it'll tell you what episode you're in, right? When you look at the percentages.
Yeah, so the percentage. That's why the thing I was asking about was in episode 4. So
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
and I started episode 4, and I asked you about the start of episode 4 because you would remember it, and you didn't remember it.
Oh. Okay.
You definitely
episode
did
4 is really good. It has my favorite Phenomenon bits, and I'm glad we found out that Scott hadn't played it first because I didn't bring him up because that's what I would have talked about because even though I did not recruit Phenomenon to my team, Phenomenon is maybe one of my favorite characters in this game.
Wow. Okay.
He's really good.
All right. So all this stuff is misgiving. It's a misgivings I have about this guy. Right?
That doesn't. Don't.
You're supposed to. This game is, so that's the problem. That is the trouble with spoilers. This game does have,
I wouldn't read too much into that, Scott. It can go either way. I also like villains. I will point that out. I also think Shroud is an amazing character in this game.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean he does or doesn't join your team. So
Yeah, but it doesn't mean he's going to grow daisies and give one to everybody and say, I'm sorry about all the trouble.
Right. So I'm just saying, just because I say I like Phenomenon doesn't mean like he's a good person.
Right.
That just means I really like him.
Just because I like Satan doesn't mean...
yeah.
I mean, pretty much, right? So, yeah.
All right. Well, I'm,
Malevola's a demon, and she's trying to be a good guy, too.
Yeah, the whole team is villains. So really, any character I like is technically a bad person.
You're all on the verge of reverting back to a recidivism or whatever. So, it's your job to keep them on the good track.
Yeah.
And so you did at least have the meeting, right? You had a meeting with them where you're like, what?
Oh, I did the board. Yeah, the board meeting where I threw the chair into Gollum and he
yeah, that's
just
right.
Oh, did you? I have never seen I've watched like Beau. I watched a bunch of other people play this game. As far as I've seen, am the only person that made Gollum wait outside.
Oh.
Yeah, I did the chair thing too.
I love the chair
It was a
thing.
little misleading because it was like throw a chair at him, and I thought it was going to do like nothing, or it was like give him a chair and you throw it into him, and it like is way more
absorbs it.
damaging
It's
than you
part
thought.
of him. Yeah.
Honestly, kicking him out of the room, way more brutal. Because you give him a vicious dressing down, and you're like, you can ask someone else what we talked about in here. Go take a seat outside.
Yeah.
And he looks forlorn. Like, why did you do this to me? Like, he leaves in a huff.
Yeah.
And
There's
it's
for sure
awkward.
fakeness. Even in episode 1, when you meet Toxic again, and you're in the mecha suit, and you can like smash him or punt him. Punt him sounds like, oh, I just give him a kick, but you punt him out of the building.
Yeah.
I'm like, we don't even know that he's a superhero yet. Like, that could have been a human that I just ragdolled into the moon.
Oh yeah, you
know?
send him like 4 miles from the plant you're in, the building you're in.
That as feedback for the devs, I'm like, we have different meanings of the word punting someone. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
I picked punt him, and that is exactly what I expected to have happen, and it was so satisfying because I was like, yep. That's what I wanted to see.
Yeah.
I think that's actually the correct use of the word punt, like from football, but I just didn't. I thought it was going to be a gentle kick. You know, that,
no, they
like,
kicked
make him
Clair out of that
spot.
warehouse.
Yeah.
No.
There's a couple of things like that where I'm like, I don't think I understand what this option meant. You know.
Yeah, it goes a little harder. I think that's their idea.
Yeah.
Or, you know, they do that on purpose. But the game is so good. I have nothing bad to say about this game. I even like the hacking mini games, although I did run into a version of the hacking mini game that kind of pisses me off. I don't like memorization stuff, especially when there's a timer. So I don't mind if I have to go, okay, that's up, down, left. All right, I'll remember that. But while I got this fireball guy chasing me, the hacker thing, whatever it is, firewall, I guess, it was a fire.
It's the antivirus, Norton
antivirus on its way to me. And I'm having to remember those directions like it's the freaking Konami code in the middle of the chaos. I hate that.
Yeah.
Just write it down.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. You just go zip, zap, zoop on a piece of paper.
It's pretty forgiving. There is a one or two in there that are like ball busters.
Yeah,
but
yeah, there was one I failed. I'm so bummed because I didn't get the achievement as a result because I failed it, and it was one where they just suddenly expected me to know to trap the little orbs that chase you around behind, like, close a pathway and trap it somewhere, and I just didn't realize it in time, and I was like, well, that one's gone. But they do a good job of it's not a constantly additive mechanic, which I think is really good for the game. It's not like, okay, we introduced this and now we build on it and build on it and build on it and build on it until finally the last hack you're doing is like a combination of everything you've ever done.
Yeah.
They just evolve it so it's a little bit different every time you play it.
Yeah.
So even if there's something where you're like, I don't like that, there's a really good chance that aspect isn't in the next time you play it.
Yeah. It's pretty great, actually. I really like the way it's done, and I like how it fills in the gaps. And you would think that in a story game like this, that stuff would seem tedious and annoying, and including the dispatchy part. It's not, though. Like, they fill it with enough flavor text and voice and story bits. And and the other thing I really like about it, at the end of a dispatch session, you can kind of tell when this is coming up. There'll be like one final alert, and you're like, oh shit, this is probably the one that's going to lead into some story business. And I love how it transitions seamlessly to like him going, hold on, a Visigal, where are you going? And now the camera cuts to her running down an alleyway and you're doing your thing. It's just really, really good at that.
I was watching an interview with the developers, and that was one thing they said that they worked on, was to make sure the next scene was always loading while everything was going on, because there's no loading screen. Like it's always seamless. Like it's like you look up from the computer and then you're back in cartoon land doing story sometimes, like right out of it, and it's seamless through the whole experience, which is really impressive. Like there really isn't loading screens at all in the game, but there are, but they're behind like stuff happening while you're loading. So
it's handled so deftly and so well and so seamlessly. They deserve an award for. There needs to be awards for like. That whatever that
there
is.
Are. That's why last week we were like, they got robbed when Deadpool VR can be in the awards, but not Dispatch. That's crazy.
Well, yes, it should have been up for more awards, but I mean, there should be a category for that kind of seamlessness, like polish.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Because games don't polish like this always. Sometimes they just and we forgive it, and we're having a good time anyway, and it's fine. But games like this, and I would say Hades 2, and there are a few others, push that envelope so far on just that seamless, polished, consistent shine to everything. I don't just mean graphics, but just flow. It's really cool. And this thing.
Did you guys hear that the Clair Obscure people gave Dispatch a shout out in their acceptance for best narrative?
No, they already did the acceptance. I thought
for the golden joysticks, which are done.
Right.
So they won best narrative there, and they got up on stage, and while they were giving their speech, they took a moment to say, and acknowledged how great Dispatch was.
That's cool.
In particular, and they gave them a shout out, which I guess is not something that often happens in these award things, and so it was apparently a bit of a big deal. I thought that was cool because, again, I think Dispatch came out at a time that's a little bit rough. I mean, we definitely play the joke of like, oh, you're doing your awards before the end of the year, but realistically, a lot of these people that do awards are companies, and these companies are places that want to give people time off for holidays and things like that. And, you know, if you're not going to have staff, if you're not going to ask people to come in, you're going to have to do it sooner than later. And even the video game companies, they're also giving everybody holidays and time off. So it's also fairly safe to say that not a lot is coming out. And so there are reasons for all of this. But I do think Dispatch is a good example of a game that came out at the worst possible time to get the recognition that I think it deserves.
Yeah. You know what else? I think that Expedition 33 is nothing but good karma. That to me says so much about a team when and this isn't the first time I've heard it from them. I've seen it in written stuff about other games. They're constantly giving credit where it's due, constantly saying, well, if it wasn't for this inspiration, I'm not sure we would have had that idea. Like, I don't know what that's called, but I don't feel like there's enough of that in the games business. So they deserve all the good karma coming their way and every penny they make from their next game. Expedition 34, I'm calling it now.
Would be 32, technically.
Oh, shit, that's right. It goes backwards. Fine. Duh. I knew that. Even I knew that. All right. Let's move on from Dispatch. Oh, yeah, this is now your official notice that the Dispatch conversation has ended. I'm now making split files for everybody because that's just how I do it. That's the kindness I'm showing our listeners. There we go. All right, now I'm going to talk to you about Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault. And this will contain no spoilers because it's not really that kind of game. Do you know about Moonlighter, John or Beau? Have you heard of that game? Are you familiar?
You told us about it. You told us you were getting excited about this, and this was a game you were looking forward to. And how is it?
Well, Moonlighter 1 in particular was a big favorite of mine. Myself and Kyle Ferguson, big proponents of the game. And the essence of this second game is a lot like the first in the main two ways, and that is that it's this game about balancing life as both an adventurer that's constantly going in and out of dungeons and getting loot, and coming back to his home and his shop and selling the shit he found on the fight or on that run. So it's a little shop simulator nestled within a action roguelike is the best way to put it. And the first game was pretty good. It was 2D top-down thing. 2D. Worked fine for what it was supposed to be. It was very popular. People really liked it. This one, they've decided to go full 3D. And by 3D, I mean a isometric kind of Hades vibe to the action. And that includes the kind of action it is. The other game had a lot of things to avoid and to kill and to dodge and all of those things. But this is a lot more like the clear inspiration coming from the Hades method. Lots of projected damage, like, oh, here's the spot he's going to explode you on, and here's where you need to move out of the way. You can see it right there, and that little circle's growing, so get out of there before it explodes you. You're going to die. Oh, that player's dumb. Anyway, this is that. There's a lot of Hades in here for the dungeon parts, and those dungeons are also Hades-like in that they are procedurally generated each time, and when you get done with one, you get a reward, and then you move on to the next branching path, just like Hades does it. There isn't some guy that pops in and goes, "Oh, hello, I'm going to give you a power." And it's not the vibe of Hades, but it's the structure to the way that you fight in that game. I'm saying this kind of neutrally, but I think it benefits greatly from it. I think it's actually a really good thing. Some people are going, "Oh, it's like Hades." I'm like, is that a problem? Like, what is wrong with you? Anyway, it takes that hybrid of shopkeeping and dungeon crawling and expands it pretty significantly. I think that the balance between the two is better than it was before. I'm going to try to find some shots in the store here. Here we go. This is him in the very early goings of the store. And you bring back different kinds of loot. They have different rankings as to the quality of the loot, which will help determine what you're going to price the loot at. And you choose that and find out by the customer reactions if they liked the price, if it was too low, if it was too high. Next time you get that item, you adjust the price. You can do this kind of in real time. So you can sell one and see that the guy was way too excited about how low he paid. And then you can go crank it up by a couple hundred or 1,000 or something and find out that, oh, okay, that I should have been charging more. This is a valuable item. And now that's in the ledger. So you know where these ranges should be over time. And you start pricing things appropriately. The tip or the rune system, or the kind of like boost to your character while you're out on the runs, they've also put inside the store. You just saw him doing that there. There's levels of saying, hey, I'm going to have 20% extra tips during this opening of the shop, and it will benefit you financially. And there are 3 levels to that, and you can upgrade that. There's a day-night cycle. It's set in this it's all set after the events of Moonlighter 1, and you're set in this like weird wasteland that you're trying to reestablish as a new place. So there's a lot of, I don't want to, we don't have to get too much in the story because I haven't actually really dug that hard into the story, but you're in a new place doing new things. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, place is called Tresna. Doesn't matter, but you're a bunch of castaways in this place.
in case you want to know.
In case you want to know where this is, it's all done in this place called Tresna. Procedurally generated, like I mentioned, persistent progression. It's on PC, that is to say Steam, and PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S. I think it's also on the Epic Store. And according to Steam, no generative AI was used in making this game. Sorry, Tim Sweeney.
According to the Epic Store, they didn't tell you.
Yeah.
You don't need to know.
Now, there's this overarching thing called the Endless Vault, which is in the title, Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault. I'm not entirely sure what that's about yet. It sounded more like a gameplay thing, like, oh, you'll just have an endless version of this or something. Maybe it still is, but it's this mysterious thing, and these ancient gods are talking to me once in a while, and there's a lot of mystery going on at this phase I'm in. I'm playing this mostly on Steam Deck so far. It's playing fine. There were complaints early on about some of the performance. I never really had any issues. They've since patched it. Seems like it's running great there. But that's most of the negative reviews that exist are all complaining about some kind of performance Steam Deck thing. I think that's unfair. I think the game deserves my opinion, this thing would be overwhelmingly positive right now if it wasn't for those tech issues. But whatever, it's early access. They're working through it. Big overworld, lots of upgrades, skins, stuff to unlock, all of which are just in-game. None of this is a service or anything. And it just scratches 2 very distinct itches and scratches them simultaneously in the weirdest way. And I really like it. So far, so good. Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault. Available now.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's really good. Then I found a game that I think is just a little gem of a video game. And I'm kind of annoyed it took me so long to grab it. This game is called No Way Home, which sounds like another thing.
Isn't that a Spider-Man movie?
Yeah. That's what I first thought. I was like, wait a minute, that's a Spider-Man title. You can't use that. It's nothing like Spider-Man. This game is this I love the artwork, by the way. It's one of my favorite things about it. But it's this very cartoonized thing. You're in outer space, and it's essentially, gameplay-wise, a twin-stick shooter. But it's this adventure set in this far-flung part of the universe, most of which is procedurally generated with a bunch of crafted story points. Think Diablo, where a lot of it's happening randomly, but then you'll get to a choke point, and that's always going to be there because that's the story. It's like that. But you're in space, and you're blowing up asteroids and moving them. You got cool stuff like this, what do you call it? A crane and a grappling hook that'll move big objects out of your way. You got a little robot buddy that flies around with you. The combat is super fun. Lots of bullet hell opportunities going on out there, and very satisfying, fun combat. Anyway, what's really won me over is the story. This completely voiced, very sweet, funny, kind of heartwarming little story about being lost in space and trying to find your way back and discovering all this stuff and all the stuff you do in a video game. It's just delightful, and it's so cheap. It's $10, and not enough people have played it. It's got like 50 reviews. It's all very good. It's like 95%. I grabbed it on one of the sales of recent days, and I just got completely sucked into this thing. and spent a bunch of time with it. And it's about a 6-hour adventure, so presumably, people will be able to get through it. And I think there's, modes where you can play forever and just have things get bigger. But the gameplay is really satisfying. The story bits are really good. You upgrade your ship all the time. Things drop loot. You equip loot while you're out fighting. I mean, look at this. Some of these bullets are shit. Oh, my gosh. There's an arcade mode, which I think this is what that is right here. That's why the colors are so weird. Normally, the game looks like that. And there you go. And there's just some really great ideas going on here. And again, it's just hand-drawn stuff. I love the places you visit. It just feels like you're just, I don't know, getting to play in drawings you did in high school or something. It's hard for me to explain this game, but I really like it. I like
the style. It looks really cool.
Yeah, 50+ weapons. You get as random drops, ship components, all that stuff. And what else? Bunch of unique enemies, hand-drawn, cartoony look, And what else? That's it. It's really good. I guess this originally was on phones for a while, and it was removed in 2022 and has since shown up on Steam. Does not feel like a mobile game, I can tell you that. It's like great controller game. So anyway, that game is called No Way Home. Spider-Man does not appear in any way.
That we know of
in this here game. Okay, what else did I play? John's right. I did play a number of things, even though it seems like I didn't.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I didn't. Sorry, guys, I didn't have time.
I didn't
have time.
Yeah, I had
Let
no
me tell
time
you about the 5 or 6 games I played.
that somehow had time for. Here's what I had a little time for. I got an itch to play an MMO, and it's been a while since I hopped into Guild Wars 2. And every time I play Guild Wars 2, I walk away feeling like it's the best MMO on the market, and I don't know why not everyone's playing it. And that's happening again. I love this game. I've always loved it. I loved it on the day it came out, and I love it now. It's incredibly consistent with its content. It's got an amazing player base who just stick with it. They got new content, tons of expansions. And they were all on sale also, so that helps. So I bought like 3 expansions I was behind on for cheap. And went and rolled a new character. And because I still have my account, I had a character that was like in the mid-60s. And I got that character to 80, which is a bit of a cap. And opens up a whole other parts of the game. Anyway, I got my Ranger to 80. Guild Wars 2 is still awesome. I think the expansions are still on sale. I highly recommend this game. This game's great. And I know we all have some good feelings about this game. Question
you're
is,
in on the first one when it's remastered, right? You're getting that.
I probably will. I never did play the first one when it was a thing, like when it was actively the game people were playing. I didn't play it. This was more my jam because I like the structure of an MMO. But I will play that though. I'm super curious about it when that comes out. Seems more competitive and quick, and it's not like the big persistent world stuff that you get with the full blown MMO treatment. But I just think GW2 is just an amazing game, and I just forget how much Liam's in this thing. I talk to him every 5 seconds. He is all over this thing.
There.
Yeah, the combat's great. New specializations are good. The mount system makes the WoW stuff look like. I'll just be honest. I like me some World of Warcraft, and I like that Dragonflight. And the Dragonflight was kind of aping on what these guys are doing. This is so much better. The physics on the mounts in this thing, even the ground mounts, are so much cooler than any of these other games. So take that, Final Fantasy, WoW, ESO, and everyone else. I really like this game. Anyway, Guild Wars 2, played a bit of that. And one tiny shout out, because we just did it today and then a couple of weeks ago. We played the new Jackbox Party Pack 11 with the TMS crew. Yeah, we do these little play dates once a month for TMS listeners, and today we played it again. I think Legends of Trivia is one of the best games they've ever made for the Jackbox games.
This is ranked overwhelmingly positive for recent reviews, so people
digging it.
People are responding to this.
Yeah, and I think this particular game, because obviously it's a party pack, so there's a bunch of new games. I think this is a really strong addition in period. But this particular one, Legends of Trivia, is a blast. And I could see myself playing this even solo, because it's really just, they fake, I don't know how to explain this. They fake an RPG, like a JRPG style game.
Oh, it is this RPG one I'm seeing here in the trailer?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
And so you choose like the barbarian or the wizard or whatever, and then it takes you out in the style of like, oh, we've Final Fantasied ourselves into an encounter, and it's a turn-based fight. But the fight is based on how well you're answering trivia questions. And
that's kind of
cool.
sick, actually.
it's awesome. You can heal. There's stores to buy like healing potions, and like they just melded these obvious, we all love our RPGs. They've melded these RPG elements into a game that's really about trivia, and it ends up being so fun. Plus, you kind of have to work together. If you're playing with other people, you're kind of trying to help each other all answer right, or else the team will, people get hurt or killed or whatever. You have to roll.
So it's like Expedition 33, but instead of parrying, you have to dodge questions properly to survive with friends.
Yeah, and there's boss.
I like this one. There's just me, the ogre. Because I'm just looking at the trailer. It says, me so angry. What part of me brain make anger? And it's like, it's your medulla oblongata. It's your amygdala. It's your occipital lobe. It's your thalamus. So they're like, it seems themed to the bosses you're fighting, I guess.
Yeah. It's super silly in that regard. And the questions are hard and they're varied and it's all over the place. And it's branching paths as well. So if you clear a boss or a fight or whatever, it may give you, okay, do you want to go up to the stormy mountains or do you want to go to the whispering woods? And the whispering woods might be multiple choice. It'll give you a hint that that's what the question type is. Or the other one will be rapid fire questions or something. And this or that. Or there are 2 questions in the choice of 6 that are correct. All the rest are wrong. Or, all these variations of trivia answering. And then when you get it right, your dudes will jump out and slash and poke and cast fire on the thing and do damage on it. And it's got so many ticks of turns before the creature or boss gets his turn. And it's absolutely wild. That's really fun. Worth the whole pack. It almost
looks like it could be like a standalone game. Yeah, if it's that like in depth.
Yeah, that's how I felt about it. I feel like, and they've been doing more of that piecemeal stuff. Not with this one, but they could have sold this by itself. But that whole pack is worth the $24 or whatever it is to get that, whatever I paid.
Obviously you're doing it with the TMS community, but it's like a fun stream game, right? Like,
oh, hell yeah. And you could play, like I said, you could solo it. You'd have, it's just about you playing trivia at the end of the day. But it's
I really like the idea. I'm like looking at it and I'm like, even just seeing like the trailer footage, I'm like, oh, this doesn't exist yet. Like, like it's simple, but I look at them like, man, this is an awesome idea. I'm like, yeah,
it's a really cool combo. I think those guys are just firing on all cylinders right now. So big fan. I have all the packs. This is one of their best packs. They have this cookie one, really good. I won't go deep into it, but you have to decorate cookies. So think drawful, but like you got to write on cookies and cookie shapes, and they look like cookies you want to eat, like real frosting and shit. Anyway, it's good.
Just a question about this: if you own one copy and you're playing like local, like with like at a gathering, everyone just logs in on their phones. You don't need you only need one copy.
That's all you need. Yep. So you can play it on, and it's on
at Christmas time. Everyone just logs in on their phone.
Yeah, and it's on everything. So if you need it on a console, it's there. If you want to play it on your Steam Deck, it's all verified. If you want to play it,
I'm like sold. Like there's like 20 seconds of footage, and here you talk about it. I'm like, oh, this is.
I'll bet you'd really like it.
Kind of sick. Yeah,
it's up our alley, and if you like trivia, then it's double up your alley. It's like,
I'm terrible at trivia, but that's part of the fun. Is everyone's going to laugh at your answers? I see.
Yeah. Oh, and the nice thing too, at the beginning, you all vote on which zone you want to go to, and you have to unlock them like a real RPG. So if you've never been to the desert, you got to do the jungle first, and then that unlocks the desert, and then but it really just means play the game 3 times and all will be unlocked. But they're different levels of difficulty. So if you're feeling like everyone in the room's not great at trivia, just do the first one. If you want to do a little harder, medium, do the middle, and the last one's hard. It's not like it's vastly different biomes or anything. It's just more difficult trivia. So it's good.
All right.
It's good. I think they have a banger with that thing. Really like it. You all meet in a tavern at the beginning, and it's this they just are really into the whole vibe. It's really good. Let's see. And that's it. Other than I wanted to give some thanks real quick to Shatterproof for a game called Total Chaos. Beau's going to talk about it in a sec. He got one as well. I haven't fired it up yet. It looks scary, so I think I don't know what I'll do with it.
You should milk this one for money and play it on stream if you're going to play it.
All right. That's good to know. And then also Duffins for a copy of A Slight Chance of Saw Blades. I haven't played it yet, but it looks like a really fun little arcadey game where you got to dodge saw blades. And that's all I know.
There you go.
Yeah. So a slight chance of saw blades is that game.
Just like in real life.
It's called, what is it called? Dodge saw blades?
It's a slight chance of saw blades, but in the game you actually dodge
that
the
was
saw
called
blades.
Dodge saw blades. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Sounds like a cool name, like I don't know, Dodge Saw Blades. It takes on the Chinese mafia or something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's what I played. John, what's Night City like these days? What's going on over there?
It's good.
Yeah.
You know, I've been playing it. I did some stuff that I have never done before. It does continue to surprise me how much content, for as many times as I've played through Cyberpunk 2077, that occasionally I still run into something and I go, oh, how did I miss this before? Apparently I made a series of choices that locked me out of something. I did not know that Carrie Uridine had a longer running quest chain. I didn't know that he was a potential romance. I never got that far. So I just didn't know that was a direction that story went. So I don't know what I did.
Sorry to interrupt, but you're talking about like the Us Cracks business?
I got to where he confronted them. I didn't know there was anything after that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I didn't know that there was a whole, he calls you to a building and they're going to go on tour together. I didn't know there was a whole thing with burning down a boat. I didn't know any of those pieces because they just never came up on my other playthroughs. I didn't know that there was a part where you have to deal with an Us Crack stalker. And had to prevent the murder of one of them. I also got very hooked on watching a YouTuber. Let me give him an actual shout out, because if I'm going to talk about their content, I should say who it is. Sam Bram, who has done a lot of
the creator.
Cyberpunk 2077 videos, and they're very good. And some of my favorite things to look up right now are weird outcomes you didn't know could happen. So, like, for example, if you let the one member of Us Cracks that asks you to save them from their stalker die, a second member of Us Cracks will come down and confront you for being shit at your job. And if you're mean to her, she'll try to kill you, and you can kill her.
Oh, my Lord.
And two of the three members of Us Cracks can die in a matter of minutes.
Jeez.
That probably makes that song sad when it comes up on the radio.
Pom-pom shit.
Yeah. Pom-pom shit. Pom-pom shit. Pom-pom shit. Pom-pom shit. Pom-pom shit. Pom-pom shit.
That game. My gosh.
So, yeah,
Laser
I mean, that's been a lot of fun. I think maybe my favorite video that he did and what kind of pulled me into it was the... I was thinking about this, just thinking about the game. I was like, it's really weird that we don't ever really get a big confrontation with, what's his name? Hironobu. Arasaka.
Oh.
Isn't that his name?
You're talking about the old guy.
Yeah, is Hironobu the son?
No, he's the dad.
Yes, the son.
Oh.
Well, the dad, he kills the dad.
The dad.
Saburo is the dad.
Okay.
Bro.
His son kills him, and I was like, you never really get another encounter with him. I'm surprised he isn't like a big boss or something like that. And like, no sooner did I think that than I got recommended a video on YouTube saying he's the secret hero of the game. Like, he's actually a major protagonist and should be viewed as a good guy.
Oh, wow.
And it's funny because I didn't really give it a lot of thought, and I was like, really? I watched the video, and like, when you really think about it, Saburo, even though like he triggers the events that lead to basically the story, so you can see him from an antagonistic standpoint, his interests are basically Johnny Silverhand's interests. So if you like Johnny, you kind of want the stuff that Yorinobu's doing because they're basically the same thing.
Okay.
And it was a really interesting video. So I have no problem giving him a shout out. Go check out his videos if you like cyberpunk stuff.
He hates his dad, right? So
yeah, he's trying to bring down Arasaka from within.
And I think his dad is trying to use him as farm to use the what's it called? Not realm killer. What's the
relic?
The relic.
The soul killer.
Soul killer.
Yeah.
The whole point of soul killer is for daddy to use it on son, so that
to
he
create
can
an empty vessel and he can live on. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's never outed, but like when you like watch the Sam Brand videos, you're like, oh, it puts all the
Definitely
lore pieces
implied.
together.
Yeah. So there's lots of cool stuff in there. I will say, just because, spoilers, this is the only game I played again. I know.
Yes,
I know it's bugging some of you. It's all I played.
Wait a
But I
minute.
did.
It should bug people more that I played 50 games and can't get through Dispatch in a week, and that should bug people more than you just focusing on one game.
Look, if you were playing old games is great. We can't just play new games here. We're not new game Nelly.
This is the time of year where I get like this. There's something about the holiday season where I'm just like, I just want to go play my old favorites. It's all I want to do. And that's where I'm at with CyberPunk. But I will tell you something new that I did.
Okay.
So one of the things that I don't know which update it came in, but one of the things they've added to the game is a thing called smart frames, which is basically in all your housing and apartments in CyberPunk, there are picture frames that you can go and interact with and decide what goes in them. And
that's how you did the thing you did.
It ties into photo mode. So any pictures you take in photo mode are what you can choose to put there. But here's the secret. All those photos from photo mode are just PNG files on your computer. So any PNG files you put in that folder are able to be put in your smart frame. So you can put whatever you want in there.
Take photos of my girlfriend Invisigal and put them in my CyberPunk.
You absolutely can, and it's not even hard to do. So what I did to test this out, because I was like, I got to try this.
You want me to show this? I can show this.
Oh, yeah, you can show it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Go ahead, describe it.
So what I did is I put a picture of me and my son in the game.
Yeah.
And as anybody who has heard me talk about it, he is fascinated with this game in spite of my best efforts to try and hide the fact that he shouldn't be watching any parts of this game. He loves it. He loves CyberPunk. He thinks the cars are awesome. He likes riding around in them. He wants me to play it all the time. When it gets to the violent bits, I'm like, we're going to take a break, buddy. And I get, why, Dad? Why, Dad? So I put a picture of him and me in the game. I photoshopped us in front of Night City and put it in the game.
Thankfully, you didn't include any of the nasty billboards behind.
No.
And I put it in there, and I showed him it, and he thought it was the coolest thing he had ever seen. Actually, the second coolest thing he'd ever seen. The coolest thing he ever saw was I showed him the new mode that you can do in the game where if you're driving a car, you can change the color of the car.
Yeah.
They have like smart cloaking and you can change the color of the car. He thought that was the coolest thing he's ever seen.
That's great.
This was the second coolest thing he'd ever seen. And him being in the game, he was just like, oh my gosh. And then he went and grabbed his mom. He's like, Mom, I'm in the game. And he's so excited and really, really into it. And it just made him so happy. And so, yeah, that was what I did in CyberPunk. As even though it's a game my son should not be seeing, I continue to make him more jazzed about the game in general.
That's great. That really is one of the greatest photos. Just in general, though, this is a funny story, though. Somebody messaged. I don't know when you did this before. You've had other pictures of Alexander on the show before. Someone wrote in and said that it looks like you're holding a tiny version of me. When I was a kid.
Of you? Yeah.
Got the hair all poofed up in the front. I got the glasses on. I got that kind of pointy chin, or used to anyway. And now I can't unsee it. And so I apologize to the world. He's way cuter than I was as a kid, so it's all good. Yeah. Anyway, that's cute. I love that. That's my favorite story of the week. Take that, Tim Sweeney, your dumbass story. This is way better than that. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. No, go ahead.
No, you do go ahead. I'm done.
Continue cracking on Tim Sweeney.
I've had my fill with Tim Sweeney.
I just wanted to know if, John, are you doing like counterintuitive decision making, or are you just still playing it as if you're RPing the character, and even if it's the same,
Yeah, I'm not afraid to make the same decisions again. I'm trying to just play what I feel is right. The only thing I'm really doing different is I went Netrunner build. And I'm playing on the highest difficulty, which really the game needs. If you're going to do a Netrunner build, just go ahead and play the game on the highest difficulty because, good Lord, especially when they start throwing more Netrunners at you and you have the counter hack and you just do a system collapse on the Netrunner, and it kills the entire facility of enemies instantly for no good reason, and you're just like, this is cheating. It's cheating in every aspect. It's like, oh, here's a vehicle mission. We're going to make it hard because people are going to attack you in another vehicle. I just blow up their vehicle before they even get anywhere near me. The whole thing just blows up.
This is always my chief critique of a weak spot for CD Projekt Red, because they make cool combat with cool animations that is not challenging, no matter how difficult they make it. They're not good at making challenging combat.
Listen to Beau. I love it. I love that you can make someone this overpowered. This is the power fantasy it should be. Like, if they're going to tell you that like crazy powerful Netrunners are frightening and terrifying beings, then show me by letting me become that. I would be scared of Netrunners if there were Netrunners like me, 100%. Like, it is shocking. I think part of the reason I love this game so much is I'm trying to do too much. They give you so much. You can max out, I think, 4 of the 5 trees. If you want to just put pure points in the trees, you can hit 20 in 4 of the 5.
Oh my gosh.
And that's severely limiting the 5th one, but that's a lot of points. They're not afraid to make you powerful. Yeah. And so I'm maxed out in 3 of them, and then I have 15 in 1 of them, and then I have, I don't know, in the other. But I'm enhancing that further by having gorilla arms.
They did that pass where they got rid of like useless talents like swim faster, and there's 0 swimming in the game. You know, there's a couple. There used to be a couple like that in the game.
Yeah, they've really improved the trees. But even in spite of that, I constantly want to do everything. I look at the Manus Blades. I'm like, I want Manus Blades. These gorilla arms are better for me, but I want to do Manus Blades. Oh, I want to shoot guns. They give you Johnny Silverhand's gun, and you're like, this is the coolest gun ever. I just want to be a pistol guy. Oh, here's a cool sniper rifle. I just want to shoot a sniper all day. Oh, optical camo. Yep, I want to be a stealth ninja. Like, I want to do everything in that game because everything in it is so cool. And they do such a good job of just cranking everything up to 11. So it's just been a blast to revisit, and Netrunner is ungodly broken. It's shocking how broken it is.
Yeah, but that's the idea of it, right?
Yeah,
it's supposed to be jacked.
I mean, that's it too, but like I've done 2 playthroughs. First time was a Netrunner, and that was pre-adjustments, and it was still OP. And the second time I did like a Raylan Givens kind of archetype where I was just a revolver guy and cool. Mm-hmm. And, you upgrade the other trees, but my main deal was like, I dispatch everyone by headshotting them with revolvers only, like slow down time, Sandevistan, it was still OP, but I had to hit the targets and I couldn't shoot through walls necessarily. So there was more effort involved than, the Netrunner style, which is like upload, GG's, on every encounter. Yeah.
Sure feels fun to be OP in that game, though. I love it.
Yeah. I was just asking about the decision thing because I know you sided with Reed, so I'm curious what you're going to feel like doing when you get to the big Phantom Liberty choice.
That's a little bit tough because I will say I know from like game knowledge, right, that
I think you watched me do the other one, right?
You get cooler gear siding with Reed. And so there is a part of me that's like, I want the cool gear. And like, I can always do the story again, replay it with the gear now. Because I didn't keep my saves like I always do. I end up deleting everything.
Oh no, you lost to Normandy and CyberPunk as well.
Yeah. I just got a problem with that. So maybe this time I hold on to it and, actually hold on to that stuff. But I don't know. I do kind of want to see, the Songbird ending, even though I have seen you do it. I haven't done it myself. So maybe I forego the rewards of siding with Reed and see something that's new. But the temptation is to do the Reed.
It is more fun to pick your real choices than to just pick something opposite because it just feels bad, So.
Yeah, sure. Well, awesome, dude. Continue. And then you said something about Vampire. Oh, no, that you did play, then you didn't play.
No. Somebody
I wrote that.
Somebody wrote, yes, he played Vampire Survivors, and then I wrote below it, no, I didn't.
Oh, Beau did that.
Well, who wrote the first line? Did John do anything besides Cyberpunk? I assume Scott put that.
No.
No, that's just how I
That
wrote
was
it.
just
Oh,
him.
because I thought Scott put that in there, so I put in a cheeky little reply under it.
Yeah, so here's the discourse, everybody. John says, did John do anything besides Cyberpunk? Yes, he played Vampire Survivors, says Beau. Then, yeah, I really thought you were having an argument with yourself. I wasn't sure what was going on there.
I wrote it in that cheeky way because I 100% intended to play something else. I installed a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And I even tried to give myself time today to like where I just said, you know, like is one of the rare occasions where my wife had a day off and I was like, I'm going to lock myself in the office. I want to play something besides Cyberpunk. And I just kept getting distracted by other things, and you know, it never happened. So all I did was play Cyberpunk.
Time-consuming game too.
100% intended to do other things, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, I feel
It's
you.
okay.
Well, Beau, you made up for it by beating Clair Obscure and not only doing that, but getting every achievement possible. Nice job. Well done.
Yep. So I did it all, and John, you did it all. One of the things that's nice is you don't got to complete the game again to get some dumb achievement. Like, did you play it on expert, super expert, new game plus? It's like
It's a
can do any
really
achievement?
fun game to 100%.
yes, you can do any achievement on any difficulty, and I respect it. That's how achievements should be, not anything ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, and 100% it, including the most pinnacle of pinnacle bosses, the Kiwami boss. You know what I'm talking about? How do, I want to ask, you beat Simon?
Yeah, I beat Simon.
Yeah, you'd have to get all the achievements, but like
You do have to get all the achievements, but I get what you're asking. How legitimate was my beating
I
of
cheesed
Simon?
it. I cheesed it, you know, because I'm like, I had a hard. He is so. Oh my god, he is such a troll, dude. At a certain point, you have to let parry 18 times, and he steals all your shields for free. It doesn't even cost him a turn. And I was like, "There's no way." And then I found a way that you can burst him without ever having to dodge a single time. So I'm like, I'm doing that build.
So I actually shared with you guys a long time ago, and I was like, look, I kind of think you guys are never going to play this game, and I just want you to see this. And so around the time that I fought Simon, I shared with you a video of somebody beating Simon just by doing parry.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Ongbal? Is you talking about the Ongbal video?
It could be. I don't remember. who did it,
Ongbal's a
'cause that was
legendary
long
guy
time
who
ago.
does these no hits things like an Elden Ring and Sekiro and stuff, and he did a no hit Simon, which I watched, and I'm like, well, I'm not doing that shit.
It is so impressively fun to watch though. Like
Yeah.
it looks so cool when somebody does it. So when I say I did it legitimately, here's what I mean. I did go and I tried it. When I got to the end game, I was still using what felt like a slightly unfair build, but I didn't look anything up. I didn't build towards anything. It was what I got to the end of the game and beat the game with, which was what I kind of talked about last week, which was this Berserker build where it was just try not to get hit. And I more or less went to Simon and tried to fight Simon with that. I was able to get through the first phase of him with that build. And then in the second phase, I was able to do okay eventually. I was losing pretty bad, but I was able to do okay eventually. And I eventually got to there is a marker in the fight. Slight spoilers for the Simon fight, but it's not that big of a deal. There is a point in that fight where he will, if he hits a threshold of health, he will just remove the team you're fighting him with, and you have to finish the fight with your B team.
Right. Yeah.
So whoever your A stars are that come in, he gets rid of them, and you have to fight with B team.
Can you start with B team and then
You can start with B team, but then you're fighting through phase 1 in the first half of the fight with B team.
So can I tell you how I did it?
Well, hold on. Let me finish, and then you can. So here's what I did. I did not want to work on B team. B team was B team for me. I had put zero effort into them,
They have 12
and,
limit.
and I was like, I do not want to do this. So then I did go, all right, I got to find out a way to do an insane amount of damage very quickly. And I did look to find out what the threshold was where he will eliminate. And then I started fighting him with the goal of getting as close to that threshold as possible and then doing a nuke build to do the most insane damage I possibly could to force him through. So I beat Simon first phase at about first half, legitimately doing my dodge and parry and all that bullshit. And then I unleashed and did a gamble gromage super buff build to forcibly eliminate his second half of health in a single hit so that I didn't have to worry about B team. So I cheesed the back half of the fight to try and skip that. And that's how I beat him.
Damn.
Wow. So you really earned it. Like you smashed your head.
I mean, to a degree, but yeah, I did fight him what felt like 700 times. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, because I definitely cheated in a way. There's a Mael build you can do that 3 taps. Like you can 1 tap him in phase 1 and then 2 tap him in phase 2. He never gets to phase 3. And I was like, I'm okay with this. You know what? I'm fine with it. I'm pretty much done. I don't need anyone's respect. It's cool. I'll kill him with. And you don't use any party members. You do it solo with Mael.
Oh, geez.
You do it solo with Mael. You can cheese 3 turns before he gets a turn with your build, and you set up a big Stendhal, which does. Apparently, Stendhal's been nerfed like several times, and it still does.
It did,
damage.
yeah. So I beat him post the first nerf of it. Yeah. But yeah, he was getting one-shotted originally with it.
Right.
And so they nerfed it a little.
It took 3 Stendhals, and I had to get roulette lucky. Like the first 2 tries, I hit a low roulette, and it kind of screwed things. But then I got 3 roulette taps in a row. Basically, roulette is like 50% chance to do 50% damage or 200% damage. So I had to win a coin flip 3 times, and then I was like, "Oh, sweet, I did it."
Yeah, I was also a roulette luck on my build to try and.
But that guy's insane, and you guys all know how I feel about the parrying. Like I can put up with only so much. That guy is like. Do you like parrying? Because if you do this the normal way, you're going to be parrying 200 times in this encounter, and one mess up will screw you.
It is such a cool looking fight, though. The arena is badass, and his name is Simon. He isn't the coolest looking thing in the world at first. You're like, this is what their super boss is. But especially when it goes into phase 2 with the music and how gigantic the sword gets, and then you're parrying him, but you're also parrying his shadow as it comes through. It is such a cool fight. It's my second favorite fight in the game. I think because I cheesed it, there is a part of me that's like, it looks amazing. I respect it as an amazing fight. I actually think the other super boss, which this is getting into a little bit of a spoiler to say who it is, but you know who it is. You get an achievement specifically for this person. That was my favorite fight of the game because I didn't cheese it at all. I did that fight 100% legit, learning the patterns of the creatures she summons, and I thought that fight was super cool. It was my favorite fight in the game. I liked it more than Simon, but again, I didn't do a special build to get through it. I just got good and got through it, and as a result, I think I liked that one a little bit better. But like Simon, as far as spectacle goes, such a cool fight. Such a cool fight.
Awesome.
I agree. Yeah.
So you loved it. Are you giving it your game of the year, or you can't tell us yet? Recency bias, all that,
Well, the thing is, it's our game we played this year, and it's got to stand up to Rebirth. And that's a tough call. I've been wishy-washy. Yeah. And honestly, Dispatch has really kind of thrown a wrench into everything.
Yeah.
Those are all really good.
And, I really like Night Rain. I don't think it's going to get number 1, though. But Rebirth, I just think Rebirth really touched me emotionally. Of the 2 stories, it's more my favorite story because I'm an annoying Final Fantasy VII person.
Yeah. But could you feel the inspiration in Expedition? Those guys clearly inspired.
Oh yeah, no, it's phenomenal. Like it's definitely on the short list, in the tops there. And for like the game awards and stuff like that, it is my pick. Like if I'm just going on stuff released this year, like it's pretty much
gonna sweep
a no-brainer, but it's like bittersweet because it hurts not to give it this Dispatch, and it hurts not to give it to honestly, the game that's like I really loved this year was Doom: The Dark Ages, and it's so far down it got shoved so far down the list. It's just how good of a year it was. But I think the creativity, like I said, the creativity in Clair Obscur is like, it's the superior output. It's the one you want to reward the most, even if it, like, in my opinion, not the best at everything. But I don't think Game of the Year has to be the best at everything, right?
No, not necessarily.
And yeah, I think the only thing is just like putting it up against Dispatch, and it's like probably Dispatch loses because it is a game. I don't want to have that argument that it's not a game, but it's fairly simple mechanically. It's really just the story that affected me a lot and my participation in it.
Yeah.
So to what extent, and like Expedition 33, there aren't really, it's like, did you do the side stuff? Then you'll get different stuff, but there isn't a lot of, it's not a choices matter kind of game, you know, which is not a bad thing, but it's just like, it's like reconciling where one is better than the other, you know? And I think I lean Clair Obscur, but it's
so funny to hear this conversation because I want you to just in your mind go back to like week 2 of me talking about Dispatch, right? I just finished episode 4. I come on the show. I'm talking about how good it is. And you guys started giving me shit. You're like, is it better than Clair Obscur? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, it's hard to compare. Well, like, yeah, Clair Obscur is still probably my game of the year, but this is really good. And I had that moment where I was like, guys, stop making it sound like I don't like Dispatch just because I don't think it's better than Clair Obscur.
I apologize.
They're really good.
You're right. That was a really like almost borderline abusive and unfair line of questioning, but we couldn't know until we've experienced how good both of them are. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's one of those things.
We're just wildly different, but super good.
Like I mainlined them all in 3 weeks. Like both like the best experiences of 2025 in 3 weeks, and that's why I'm like, you know, on a downer right now. And I'm trying not to come down off my euphoria, and it's hard. So I get it. Yeah, no, it's a phenomenal game. And by the way, we also we got technically now only Scott's been called out, but our friends over at Grinding Gear podcast, you know, Garrett and Kyle, they do a show about Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
They play some RPGs, and, you know, Garrett posted this weird photo of him next to a piano, like all dressed up. And he's like, I'm making a video. And I thought maybe some video game company had hired him to do something cool. Like he was going to interview Yoshi P. But what it turned out to be is they did this huge retrospective on Clair Obscur and dressed like the characters from it. I thought it was great. But I'm clicking the video because I just finished Clair Obscur, and I'm like, I want to see what they have to say about the game, you know, because I played it and it's fun, and I want to hear people talk about it. And within the first 5 minutes, you linked it, John. But within
I linked it, like, Scott. If you want to click that link that I shared in the core Discord,
let's let everyone hear this.
It's timestamped. I'll tell you when to stop it, but go up and click the link. And people can hear what Garrett and Kyle had to say.
All right, I'm bringing it up.
I was flattered. I don't know why anybody else was.
Let's see. Where is it? Sorry, we've been talking a lot lately. There it is.
It's right above your Protoss picture.
All right, here's what they said.
You shared.
Whoops. Let me get volume in this.
I listened to those two.
All right, here we go. Go back.
Which is now called Nextlander, because it's most of the dudes who used to be on Giant Bombcast. So I listen to those two video game podcasts almost every week. Also, shout out to our friends at Core. But I don't remember hearing a lot about Expedition 33 on that game because only one of them has taste. One of them chose to play and plays those kind of games. Scott and Beau, I love you both, but for the love of God, play this game. Please play this game. But at the time...
That's it. That's the
freaking Garrett, dude. I got to kick his ass.
That video's got like it must have 100K views by now or something like that at this point. So it's like, oh, nice of them to, you know, talk about our show on their thing. And they're like, because they're idiots.
It's only 16K. They've only got 16K views because they were so rude to me and Beau.
That's plenty, and I was flattered.
That's plenty.
What was funny is I commented immediately, like, wait, I have taste. I just finished it. Yeah. And they recorded the video before he listened to the episode of Core on his way back from Japan. He's like, when I posted it, I knew that you had played it, and I felt bad that I'd said you had bad taste when it's only Scott that has bad. So we were chatting about it, and he saw my comment. And we had gotten a little bit of a conversation. It was fun, and so as a little correction, I'm no longer in the bad taste club.
Well,
only Scott.
Another little correction. It's not bad taste. It's I have flea based. I'm like a flea brain. I can't stick to anything for long enough lately. I don't know why that is, but it's nothing about taste. I think that game's beautiful, and I see everything you guys are saying and going, yeah, I'll bet it is. It's not a taste thing, Garrett. Fight me. Let's go. Good Lord. Well, that's
Scott's getting like. I don't know. Because I get feedback all the time. I get the kind of energy, but you get so much like you didn't do your homework energy all the time.
All the time.
People were saying it about Dispatch. He was getting it about Dispatch. I started this week in our chat in Discord. I woke up this morning. I said, "You don't have enough faith in Scott," because last night people were like checking Scott's achievements and being like, he hasn't played any more Dispatch. Remember when he said he was gonna finish it?
Do you know how many times in chat people wrote Tsushima is burning this episode?
Oh no, it's already. I've seen it like 40 times in chat tonight.
It'll never die now.
It's fine. It isn't a problem. Look, this is a whole other issue I have. I have been drawing like a wild man. This is part of the problem. My brain's all over the place. So I got like 2 or 3 finished art pieces that took me forever to do.
Oh, they look great, by the way.
Yeah, it's super fun. All kind of TWBD inspired stuff, by the way. I've been thinking a lot about it. Anyway, so a lot of that's going on in my head. Posting shows all week. I've got multiple shows every freaking day. So I don't know why people are so weirded out by the idea that Tsushima still burns or that I didn't get all 8 of those episodes in a week. I actually know what it is. I just need to stop saying, I bet I could do that. I bet I'll catch up. I got to quit saying that. And then people quit holding me to things because it's usually me saying it. It's usually me going, oh, I'll bet I'll have Dispatch done. And 8 episodes? Oh, I could do that
Scott,
in a week.
You just keep being you. People don't, and this isn't to like, I'm not trying to be like on a high horse or egotistical, but people don't know what it's like to be in our position. But it doesn't, whether you promise or not, it's not going to change. Like I never promised I was really going to play Expedition 33, and I still heard no end of it.
That's true. That's true.
I don't think it's going to, I think either way, people have their favorite games. They want their favorite content creators to, it's always fun when they like what you like and they get to hear about it. And as a PlanetSide player, I never had a content creator that was like, I love PlanetSide once, back in the day. And I listened to all the episodes of Final Score, not a single episode.
Not
you guys
once.
Like, this week we played PlanetSide.
Yeah,
it's okay. But I understand it makes you happy. Like when Nicole was like, Borderlands 2 is the best game ever. I'm just like, oh
yeah,
she gets me. I'm on, I'm on Team Nicole.
It's relatable, and there are a whole bunch of people out there right now going, yeah, those $57 games I bought all last week and hardly touched any of them. I'm like Scott. I like to walk into the arcade and put quarters and everything.
Yeah, it's just definitely people who do that.
It's just my thing. It's my thing.
People like busting their balls, and I think it's meant in good faith.
Yeah.
But sometimes, because there's more of you than there are of us, sometimes it becomes kind of chorus, and I just worry that Scott gets a little too much.
It doesn't really bother me. It's all fine. I will show you this art because it was fun to make this week. Here's an NPC of some sort. He's got like a goal. You're not sure if he's trustworthy, but he's definitely got information for you. And
he's got a lot of fart clearance.
Oh yeah, big time.
Like it's not going to get stuck in his pants because there's like a area.
There's a whole area. It's got a wooden leg.
Yeah. Heaven forbid anything that decides to crawl under there like a cat, they'll die.
Exactly. But he's going to give you some deep, dark info that you're going to be real happy about. And then the other guy's this necromancer man that I made. Pretty happy with how he turned out. And he
cool.
had a 6-year-old Van, my daughter's little boy. It was his idea to make his eyes red to match the rest of his kind of motif. And I think
I like how it also
worked.
appears that he's coming out of whatever red stuff's on the ground.
Yeah, the red stuff and him are all like the same. They're all primordial. Look at them.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that, I get busy doing all sorts of shit. My ADD knows no bounds. I've never been diagnosed, but I'm pretty sure I've got it.
Hey guys, I have one more
Look
I've got
at
one
him.
more person to say what he's been playing. Tell him what video games you played.
What have you been playing?
What have you been playing? What games? What games have you played?
I want to send some booties and
What are you saying?
But there was a Christmas
Oh, I didn't want to be rude. It isn't just me, right?
No.
and it's
Hey.
and it's pooped in it.
You pooped in it. What?
Wait, pooped in what?
What did you poop in?
Into the silly robot when it exploded up.
You pooped into a silly robot and it exploded up.
It's
That's
exploded up.
That's the game you played.
Yeah, and it sent up watching, and it was in the luncheon.
You are getting silly. You're not saying anything.
Hold on. Let's do the Mike and Benjamin.
Not saying anything.
Is that what it's like listening to me talk sometimes?
No,
Oh,
you
yeah.
hold on. You hold on. Just say hi to Scott and Beau.
Hi, Scott and Beau.
Hi, buddy.
Walter was
Yeah.
a
Okay.
He's a chaos agent, just like his
Say
dad.
good night to everybody. Say
Bye,
goodbye.
bye.
Bye, Chun Chun Poo. There was a poop.
Hi, Chen Chen Poo.
There was a laka and a Sun
Yeah. He's a chaos agent like his dad. That's what it
Did you
is.
say Shen Shen Sinka? That's what
I
thought.
feel like we just raised some spirit from the dead or something with that final phrase. That was wild. That kid's awesome. I freaking love him.
It was great.
Oh
We
my
shot him on
gosh. He's like, Dad, when's it my turn to talk? Dad, when do I get to talk? When do I get to talk? So I finally give him a chance and he's like, I'm going to just start saying a bunch of random stuff that doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Total nonsense. I love it. I love it. Watch the
what
place
he-
pretty good.
burn.
It's what he wanted to use his moment for, I guess.
That's
And
He
great.
talked about shit somewhere he shouldn't, so he's one
in a
of
robot,
us.
yeah.
Yeah.
I still am so curious about what he's meaning. Is there an actual game or is he just
No.
pulling stuff out of the sky? Okay.
Nope, that is just stream of consciousness. I'm gonna just say gibberish and I pooped in a robot.
Worth every
It's his
second.
idea of talk radio content.
Yeah. Maybe that's what he thinks the show is.
Yeah, maybe.
I can't really be mad at that.
It's
That's
not
probably accurate.
inaccurate.
Yeah.
They spoke a lot of nonsense and talked about pooping and robots.
I got one more thing for Garrett. Hold on a second. Just Garrett and I have been friends for a long time.
Don't hold a grudge, Scott.
No.
Let it
There's
go,
no
man.
grudge. We've been friends forever. I've known the guy since his early StarCraft days. It's been a long time. So we did the instance for a while with each other. All that stuff. Good times all around. So this isn't. I don't mean this is rude or anything, but I do think it's funny that he's giving me shit on taste for a game. Where when I suggest, this is a little bit inside baseball. I suggested at one point. He may have talked about this. I said, Garrett, how would you feel? I'm not saying we even do it, but how would you feel if the instance shifted to cover Final Fantasy 14? Mm-hmm. He goes, I'm never playing that stupid anime game. I'm never going to touch that thing. He says, I'd rather play anything else. I don't want to play that.
Yeah,
It
but
looks
listen,
terrible.
You're not Kyle.
Yeah, but my point
Like,
is, he figured it out. He figured
Kyle
it out.
knows the math. Kyle
That's
found
like-
the way in.
I
That's
guess
like
so.
if like you were like, do you want to go eat at this restaurant? And I'm like, no, I hate that place. And then my wife is like, wants to eat at that restaurant. Then we go, and then you're like,
Yeah, that's kind of
you
what
go with your
happened.
wife, but you won't go with me. Like they label their thing as a bromance. So I bet maybe that conversation was had with those.
Oh, I
two.
guarantee it. And like 2 weeks later, it's like,
And
I
how can you
love
say
this
no
game.
to Kyle? Kyle's like, hey, Garrett.
Oh yeah, no, he's tall.
It is
Final
true,
Fantasy
it is
14.
Yeah. Look,
Yeah,
first
and
thing,
then
do you
you're
know when Moonlighter
I
2
wanna
came
play
out, the first thing I did, I texted Kyle. I said, hey man, it's our day. And he understood what I meant. So Kyle's got this thing. He's got this draw on people.
Yeah.
And he convinced Garrett to play the anime game. And then they built a whole channel out of it. I'm just saying.
They're
take-
old friends. You're never coming between those two.
Oh, no, and
is.
no one needs
I bet
to.
you even Kristen and
Katie.
Katie, thank you. I bet you even they're like, listen, this is a bit much, guys. Could you
Tone it down a little bit.
Get a room, guys. Get a room.
they knew what they married into.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, that's just a little fun joke I wanted to poke at him a little bit. And I'm sure we'll hear about this on the other side.
No, it's fine.
Beau, did you get up to? You're playing Witcher 3. We talked about it earlier. What are you doing in there?
You skipped a game.
I did. Sorry.
Game, but let's fine. I don't have much to say about Witcher 3 because I just playing the intro for the third time. Basically, Witcher 4 is coming. I never finished Witcher 3. I'm going to feel really silly looking forward to Witcher 4 without knowing the conclusion to the story or what happens in Blood and Wine. What I've been told is better than the base game. So I need something that's as good as Dispatch and Clair Obscure to play because I don't want to come down off my video game high right now. So I'm playing Witcher 3 because it's a very good game.
Yeah.
And it's keeping me away from CyberPunk because I'm still holding out hope that there's an expansion, but it seems like maybe there won't be.
Probably won't be. But
I
we
don't
thought
know.
that before.
I saw something else that said there might be something on the horizon. I don't think it's going to be an expansion, but I guess there's a lot of buzz that maybe something else is coming.
There's definitely another anime coming, and maybe they might coordinate the release of something with the anime.
They did that with the other
cool.
one, right?
They keep saying they're done and then putting more stuff in the game. They added auto drive, which, by the way,
It's a real mix of.
does not always work.
Yeah.
it is. It's and they put new cars in. They put a really cool new car in.
Saw that. It's hot.
Yeah.
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 I forgot what it's called, but it is beautiful.
But my first experience with auto drive, I was like, oh yeah, they put auto drive in. And I'm the kind of person that will, when a mission is like you start in the car with someone and someone's driving, I'm totally happy for that. I just vibe and I check out the city and I like it. And it gets to the part where they're not talking anymore. And it's like, do you want to skip the rest of the ride? And I go, no, I don't. I'll just sit here and check out the city. So it's like, this is great. I can do that now anytime I want. So I picked a waypoint. I got in the car. I was like, they got auto drive now. I turned it on. My car went and crashed immediately into a wall. And then it goes, the vehicle is crashed. Auto drive disabled. I was like,
That's freaking great.
I was like, okay. I've probably turned it on 5 times and crashed 3 of those.
Is this the car right here? Do I have the right one?
That's the car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look at that, you guys. Sexy.
That crash
so
description.
cool.
That crash description reminded me of something that happened to me this week.
What happened to you?
I was at like a work lunch, right?
Yeah.
And I'm with 20-year-olds. And anyways, these guys we're just talking. Like, what do you do? We started talking about video games, a good conversation. And somehow, someone mentioned, like we never go when there's cool stuff that's near us. We move there. We're like, I'm going to go to this cool place all the time. And then you never go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's local. And I'm like, yeah, I have a movie theater nearby where they show older movies. And there's always like cult classics like Rocky Horror Picture Show there. And it's like, I'd never go there and I should go there all the time. It's like last time I was there, I got high and we watched The Big Lebowski. And I won the cosplay competition for dressing like Walter Sobchak. And everyone was like, what's The Big Lebowski? And I was like,
shit.
You got to be shitting me. There was like 12 people at the table. Not a soul had seen Big Lebowski. The boomers, the zoomers. I was beside myself. I'm like, everyone has to go watch this immediately. The rug really tied the room together, dude. Like,
yeah. How do you shut up, Donnie? How do you not see that movie?
You're out of your element.
You're out of your
Donnie.
element. Oh my gosh. Dude.
I mean, have you not seen memes on the internet? And jeepers creepers, what a movie not to see. And so many. Not a single person in my corner going like, oh yeah, Big Lebowski.
No, that's
and
required.
I'm like, Coen brothers are like, who?
Oh,
what did they do?
Oh,
And I'm like, Fargo? Huh?
That actually
No Country
hurt.
for Old Men? Huh? And I'm like, how is this possible? Now they may be listening because I told them I was a podcaster, and some of them might have Googled me, and so I'm not calling you out.
Well, hey,
but it is
no,
crazy not to
go
know
out there
about
and get some
Big
culture.
Lebowski.
Spend some time watching some quality films.
Yeah. Just watch Coen Brothers movies. Just start there.
All great people, by the way. We don't have to be mean about it, but like, it's crazy that you.
Having not experienced certain things does not make you a bad person, but you should endeavor to rectify it in some cases. Scott should play Clair Obscure Expedition 33
This is right.
so that he can remove the rumors of having trash taste.
Yeah, despite my
These
taste
people
being wrong.
are fine, but they should go see some Coen Brothers movies.
And even what reminded me when they said the auto drive just immediately turned and crashed, there's that moment where he's high in the car and he drops the thing and he just turns into a dumpster or something really quick. Like there's a crash that's exactly how you described in that, where he's like,
it's an incredible crash, one of the greatest, because it's so understated. It's so good.
It's one of the best movies.
Someone in the chat, I read a core. Jor in the chat says, I've watched Big Lebowski once and I will never watch it again. It did nothing for me. I mean, look, I've kicked people out of the chat for less. All right.
I mean,
but that's just like his opinion.
I tease.
Like,
Yeah,
it's
like,
fine.
man,
that's just like your opinion, man.
Come on, Jesus with the ball. Come on. What's wrong with everybody?
It's fine. But even if
Nobody
you watch
fucks
those,
Jesus.
even if you watch those movies and you don't like them, it is still worthwhile finding out whether it's like a kid with broccoli.
It's literally what memes were before memes existed. Like that, every line in that movie is a quotable that everyone's like.
I might watch it this weekend.
Even sorry, I wasn't paying attention when the Malibu cop throws the mug at his head.
Yep.
I don't like people like you, Lebowski.
Yeah, and Lebowski Sr. like barking off all of his how to succeed in life.
Get a job, you bum!
Yeah, it's so good. It's
they
so
took
good.
my legs in Vietnam, and I still go to work every day. And what do? Sit around all day and be a hippie?
Yeah, you want
Something like that.
Yeah, it's just a nonstop party.
Or this is what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass, John. And they've got evidence of the kid didn't do his homework, and he's got like a doozy. It's so good.
It's so good, you guys.
You want a toe? I can get you a toe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where's the money, Lebowski?
Where's the money? Yeah.
The German nihilists.
Oh, the nihilists. Holy shit. I'm watching this movie this weekend.
Yeah, me too. I'm just like, all the memories are flooding back, and I'm like, I have to watch this.
His weird dream after he gets hit, and he's like...
It's one of the greatest movies ever made.
I love it so much. Gosh dang it. All right, moving on.
Anyway, sorry. I'm playing Witcher 3.
Yeah.
Because I want to...
What's this other thing?
Let's move on to a new game. It's called Total Chaos, or if you pronounce it correctly, Total Chaos.
Got it.
And so Shatterproof, I think, gifted it to you and to me. Did he give it to you, John?
Yes.
Oh, he did.
And thank you.
Sweet.
I haven't played it yet. Like I said, I'm not playing anything right now.
So maybe I shouldn't talk too much about it.
No, you can. No, go for it. Go for it.
Tell us how horrifying it is.
It's a scary game. It's not going to work on me.
Yeah, John's
so I'm
immune.
going to have a fine time.
John's immune.
Well, I wonder how immune you are, because let me talk about my experience. So I understand that this game, I think, used to be a Doom wad many ages ago, and they turned to a full-fledged game. I never experienced it, so I don't really understand the legacy, except to say, like, this game is kind of a hybrid. It's shooter, like it's first-person, thing, and there's like a shotgun you pick up and stuff, but it's a very scarce, limited ammo and resources kind of game that plays less like Resident Evil and more just like a shooter.
Okay. But you got to
cost-
conserve your shit and aim right and all that.
Yeah, and you got to, there's poisonous food that you can pick up, like lots of rotten bread and apples. You don't want to eat that, apparently, but there's preserved meat cans that are good for you.
Yeah.
But the way the enemies work in this is they kind of feel like shooter enemies, but you don't have a lot of resources to deal with them, but you can kind of run past them and do weird things.
Okay.
Not weird things, but shootery things. Like a lot of the time, these types of games, they hinder your movements and stuff, and I find that's not really the case. You can kind of dash around and stuff.
Yeah.
But what I want to say, this game's atmosphere is aces. It's it's freaky deaky when I'm in it. Right now, I'm in a room with these little spider guys that aren't moving.
Yeah.
But
that's probably not doing you any favor.
I don't like it.
Yeah. And the thing is, how this game likes to scare you is, you're in a corridor, and down the corridor you can see the room gets bigger, And they'd like to put a monster just around the corner to jump out and go, bah! Like, and it does that. It does that quite a lot. And they're pretty aggressive with it. Like, it's not shy about doing it. And there's even like an invisible monster that just gives you epilepsy, like flashes a screen and you can see it for like a split second. And like every split second you can see it and it gets really loud. So this game is, I would categorize it as aggressively scary, but not like artfully scary in the way that like, maybe like a Resident Evil kind of is. Like this is just sort of, this is more just aggressively.
This is like somebody just playing a horn right next to your ear where you're just like, please stop. Come on.
Yeah. The art and the atmosphere is nice, and it is freaky when like the horde like surrounds you. It gets so like tense. And like I'll admit, like this game kind of like you got me a couple times. I don't know that I yelled like Scott, but I was like, oh, like I definitely had a few moments where it's like, oh, this shit got me. Like it's getting me good. So I enjoyed playing it, but it's so aggro that I kind of didn't, because it's like I'm like actually feeling anxious and like aggressed on. So I don't play enough horror games to tell you this game does a great job or not. I play them very seldomly.
All right,
I will say though, it feels aggressive to me, but I didn't have a bad time playing it. I liked what I played so far.
That sounds good. It sounds like it's maybe doing what it's supposed to, maybe.
Yeah, people like it. It's reviewing well.
I'm surprised to see as robust an inventory as
the crafting system is there. Like you got to find recipes, and you don't ever pick up whole items. You have to make everything.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
And you have an encumbrance limit. So I had picked up like 8 bricks, thinking maybe they'd be useful for building something. You just throw the bricks at people and they weigh down your inventory. So to point, I just dropped like all the bricks I had in my inventory.
Oh, you never could make like a sledgehammer or something out of them, or
not yet? You can make a sledgehammer, but not with a brick. Like you can't do any like what do they call it when you sculpt metal? Like there's none of that. Like you need to actually find a ball peen hammerhead and attach it to a wood thing. Most of the combat so far in the first 2 very big levels. It takes a long time for you to get a weapon in level 1, by the way. So that's not you, that's the game. Including throwing a horde of monsters at you with no weapons. You'll love that part, Scott, I'm sure.
Oh, good.
But in level 2, you start to get like sledgehammers and pickaxes, and it's a lot of melee combat. And I use the shotgun only for serious problems. Which
that's the way you put that. Is great.
Yeah, it sounds like it could be a review of a shotgun.
There's some monsters
only for serious problems.
Yeah.
What they call the screamers, the guys, the epilepsy ghosts, and then there's these other guys that run at you really fast. There is also, I don't think Scott likes this kind of enemy type, so I'm just going to give you a heads up now. There is an enemy that doesn't move when you look at it and then moves when you don't.
I don't like those.
It's invulnerable to bullets.
Oh,
so I'm
great. How do you hurt it? Melee? You have to melee the thing or what?
You just got to get through the area and then close the door behind yourself.
Oh, great.
Yeah, this game is not about letting you kill everything that you face.
I mean, some of these things don't move until you bug them. Is that the deal?
Yeah, those guys like lay quietly and wait. And I threw a glass shiv at both of them, and then I
a glass shit?
Shiv.
Oh, shiv. Tell me more about these weapons. The glass shit.
What is a glass shit? Yeah.
Interesting.
But no, I enjoyed it, and it was definitely more fun to stream with people because, it's like people participate. It's funny. Like scary games by yourself. I feel like any heart conditions I get as a result of this will be more worth it since we made content out of it, basically. But
yeah, sounds like you should stream
like scary games.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I'm gonna probably do it because he gave it to us, but I'm terrified of this.
I mean, you're playing Silent Hill F, so I don't know if that's continuing.
I got to finish. Yeah,
we add this into your rotation.
I want to see that through. I want to finish it. And then
you can add this into your rotation potentially.
Yeah, for sure. But
I mean, you can also try other games. There's no problem. Look, you've gotten enough flack so far for not finishing games.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. And also, look, I've talked to Shatterproof about this at length. And this should be anybody out there is always very generous with their resources. They'd like to see us, get games or whatever. He's always been like do not feel obligated. Like this just looked like something maybe you'd have a good time with.
I think most people who give things are
they understand.
Cool.
We're not always going to rip through them.
One compliment I will give this game hugely that I respect. This is a no music game.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's just sand, it's just water and things grunting and like flesh, your footsteps and
so immeasurably worse than if it had a soundtrack.
yeah. There's no like music to let you know there's tension. It's just like, oh my god, this is. I think this game will scare you quite thoroughly, Scott.
I'm already scared. I'm just watching you do it. It's freaking me. Look at this thing.
Yeah, so there's no music, just sounds. Except when you hit the save points, they're record players and they play like Bioshock, like which is kind of cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Doesn't have too much of a story to it. Very sparse in that sense, which I think adds to the tension as well. Because I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
How did I get in this situation?
Yeah.
The best part of the game, I'm just going to reveal it now because who cares? It's not that big of a deal. But when the premise is you're on a boat to an island to rescue somebody. So when you get to the island,
F that guy, whoever that is. I didn't know where F him.
I didn't know where to go.
Yeah.
So I went back to the boat, and you can click an interactable on the boat and just leave the island, and then you get the game over screen.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, I think I won. I made the best decision.
That's easily the best decision. Let that person die. Whoever.
You get a little achievement for that too, which is kind of cute. I was like, what happens if I get back in the boat? And it's like, yeah, you left. To the end.
Horrifying. It looks gnarly. It looks like that. What's that one coming out? The not bile. What's it called? Ill.
Yeah.
Ill. Yeah. Oh, Ill looks. Oh man, I hope it's multiplayer. We should all play Ill.
Might be the only way I do it. I don't know if I could do that alone.
It definitely has. It's that kind of a thing. So
yeah.
And it also doesn't have a mini map. There's little maps you can find, but you got to figure your own way around as well. So
Scott's in so much trouble with this.
I can't even do it with math.
He's in trouble.
It's a genuine labyrinth. Yeah. I kind of want to show you the screamer. It's a little bit ahead though. I don't know if we can. I don't know if it's a pain.
It's a screamer. Is a creature that screams like.
No, it's the epilepsy ghost. I'm in a graveyard when I do it, but I don't know exactly what timestamp. Maybe
you're in a graveyard. Let's see.
Oh yeah, no, close. Oh, this is where I'm dropping all the bricks.
Yeah.
Go to like 4 minutes in. Or 4.
Is it in here?
That's a puzzle.
No, that's some.
Go farther back. Go to 420. Let's see.
All right, 420. Blaze up, everybody. We're going to 420. Here we go.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Oh yeah, here we go. Perfect.
Here, let me get some sound on it.
Give it a bit of time. Yeah.
Hold on.
Because I'll probably scream here, maybe. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
God damn, it's okay. A little loud.
Oh shit.
That freaked me the hell out.
Christ.
So that's the first one of that I ever saw. So I don't know. I'm only on level 2, guys. Like I don't know how many more of those I'm gonna have to face.
No doubt.
Oh,
I didn't know what I was looking at.
It made Scott scream too. I was like, just to be clear, that wasn't Beau screaming like Scott. That was Scott screaming watching Beau's clip.
Yeah, I can't even this makes no sense either because scary movies don't scare me, and that's like watching a movie. I don't have control. Something with video games. I can't put my finger on it.
I never saw that enemy type, and the graveyard was kind of the last place I was expecting like a shock thrill like that. And I didn't even know if I was looking at a cutscene or not. Like it just flashes, right? And I'm like, my lizard brain takes over and it's like, just shoot the thing. Like after I'm like, it's getting closer. But I didn't even know if it was an enemy. Anyways, I think it's a winner. It's pretty good if you like scary games. It's sort of not a winner if you don't like scary games. I'm not sure where I land on it. I both like it and hate it. If
you're trying to control your cortisol levels, this may not be the game for you. Sounds like. And then more Heroes of the Storm and Jump Space, just usual stuff.
Played some Heroes of the Storm, played some Jump Space, and that was cool.
Yeah.
And I want to give a shout out to somebody who sent me something. And I think this might just be a one host thing. I don't know if this relates to you, but Kip Singer, Greg in the chat, he's often around.
Yeah.
He sent me a little gift, and it's related to the show because he really liked my K2SO Unleashed TV series that I'm trying to
Yeah.
pitch Kathleen Kennedy and Dave Filoni.
Yeah.
And hopefully they'll let me make it where K2SO, survives his death and then goes on to get vengeance on the person who killed his buddy, Andor, which is, ultimately Anakin. But then instead of, or no, it's not Anakin, it's Palpatine. But he goes to Anakin to learn the Jedi ways and become a robot Jedi with Anakin in secret. But you don't see any of that during the Star Wars films because other stuff happens.
Right.
It's all adventures.
Right.
But anyways, he sent me a Star Wars K2SO in honor of my fan fiction, which
That's
was
very
way
cool.
too generous and such a pleasant surprise that I thought I'd just show it off.
That is rad. I wondered what this was
I
going to be.
can't wait to put it together.
Beautiful. You should do a build, stream build.
One step
yeah.
closer. Maybe instead of doing my fanfic, I can get other action figures and just do my own fan fiction on YouTube.
Yeah, they don't
K2SO
sue. They're not
Unleashed.
litigious at Disney at all. They'll let you go ahead and make your.
Well,
fan
then I'll put it
project.
up on the Pirate Bay, and I'll move to somewhere with no extradition to get my K2SO
Great
dream
idea.
out there. Yeah.
I love
Anyways,
it, dude.
thanks,
That's
Kip
awesome.
Singer.
Kip Singer's very generous, dude. That's awesome. Nice job, everybody. We've all come together at the end.
It was a pleasant surprise.
That's great. Now we got to do this.
That's a good question.
We got some couple of bits of feedback before we roll out of here. This one's from Lucky Bot, and this is regarding Star Citizen.
Lucky Bolt.
Lucky Bolt. I keep saying bot because he bought things in Star Citizen. That's why I keep saying that. I don't know why. Anyway, hi, it's Lucky Bolt here. I was skeptical about Star Citizen, but I've completely changed my mind. Feels like a infomercial, but maybe not. I don't want to color this. Let me just read it, and then we'll all decide on the other end. It says I paid $40, and after 60 plus hours, I've only encountered 3 minor bugs. It's the most immersive and visually stunning game I've ever played. With Beau talking about the Void Crew and space games, I had to mention this, especially since there is a free trial running until December 3rd. If No Man's Sky and CyberPunk can have redemption arcs, Star Citizen deserves a look. For immersion and satisfaction, it blows Starfield and Elite Dangerous out of the water. Worth checking out while it's free. Not much to lose, potentially a lot to gain. Thanks for everything you guys do. I need to change my attitude about Starfield just to a default position, so that when it does happen in a more mainstream way, like this is a product I can buy on a store physically or digitally, that I can then experience a game as a game is intended to be played. Like you bought it, you play it. How did it hold up? Was it worth it? All that. Because right now it just feels like this weird multi-level marketing scheme that works for some, not for others. And, I hear stories like this sometimes. I'm just biased to hell against it, is what I'm saying. So I don't know how to get to neutral on it. Maybe I can. Maybe I'll get there.
I mean, I'll say this. As the person who, if this game ever comes out, has to write apology letters on its behalf.
Yeah.
Because it's well documented, my feelings on Star Citizen. I think this email is written in very good faith, it sounds like. This person's just excited, wants to share something they're excited and passionate about. And I don't think it's right to hear that and use it as a platform to poo-poo it.
Yeah.
I'll say for me, my feelings on Star Citizen are pretty well documented, and to put it nicely, I'm skeptical. And so I'm going to wait until we get whatever 1.0 is and whatever they consider a released and complete version of that game is. I know there are people that right now say what's there feels like a complete experience and they're happy with it, and that's great for you. I require more from my baseline, and that's just where I'm at. So I'm going to wait until we get there, and we'll see. We'll see where we're at. I would love to be wrong, because I want Star Citizen to be good. I would happily write those letters if the game is awesome, because it's a type of game I want. Like this is a game I want to play and want to like. I have concerns. I don't know that I would recommend anybody else go and give this money, or this money game, give this game money until it's out, because it's been sitting in processing queue for a very long time. But if you're out there and you're playing it and you don't mind doing it, go for it. Sounds like every time I criticize the game, people come out and tell me I'm playing it and having a wonderful time. Good. That's not my recommendation to most people, but if there's a lot of people out there that don't care, go for it. See if you have fun. And it sounds like some people are.
Yeah. I just want the game to be done and available in a normal way. I don't want 13 years of hype. I can't do that.
I think that was always, sorry, I interrupted.
No, go ahead.
Sorry.
You're good.
I'm just saying, yes, that was always, everyone here, I think, had an open mind for the 1.0, right? With all we were just covering the stories and, our impressions are not good, but like, when something was released as a full product, I was always on board to make that my starting point. Like with a ton of other early access, I still haven't barely played Enshrouded. Mm-hmm. It's not like I'm uniquely doing that for this game. It's just, it's been how long now? Like, will I ever get to try it? So, yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot to ask to make us wait this long.
So, I'm not shocked for anyone to find it good. I think I'm always shocked by the amount of money that they've earned without releasing a product formally.
Yeah.
And it does make you, is this going to be vaporware, or it was going to be the second coming of video gaming Valhalla or whatever? Like it's too hard to know and predict, but the behavior seems sus for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
But okay, if it's completely free, maybe I'll log in. Maybe I'm downloading it right now.
Look at Beau. He's going to be the one. He's going to fall on that.
Do it.
I've been looking forward to it. It's the Squadron 48, 42.
Whatever it was called. Half
69.
the actors have died now.
The Squadron 69 footage looked awesome.
Half the actors have died now.
It feels like a bunch of the actors that were like, oh, look who's all in this. They've either died or they look way different now.
I don't think none of them have died yet. But
I don't want to sending any of them to an early grave, but
yeah,
I'm gonna give a shout out to CTB9002 in the chat with one of my favorite comments, which is in quotes: "This game needs to come out soon before I have kids and don't have time anymore. My kid turns 7 next week."
Yeah, I was gonna say this. Imagine this thing is, let's say you're born in 1970, and an announcement was made that year for this hot new space game, and it was 1983 or 4 before it is still not out. We're just talking about it again, saying, "Oh, that's how long it's been in development." That sounds crazy to me. Like I don't know why I had to use the 70 to 80 thing because it applies to me, I guess. But I don't. This is too long. It's a video game. This isn't going to come out. We're all going to go, the singularity has arrived, and it was them the whole time. That's not going to happen. It's a space game. Build it. You have the money, finish the game, and ship it to me. And you know how easy that is now? It's just digital. I'll go download it. Let's go. Let's play.
I think games can also have a long early access thing, but a lot of the press that covers it is usually the meta story is more interesting than what's going on in game. Like some games like Destiny will just be like, "Oh, this new patch is coming. There's new stuff." The interest has really dropped off in people like in press outlets publishing those kind of articles for Star Citizen. Every now and then you still see them, but it's the EVE people. Like I'll see PC Gamer always likes to report on big wars happening in EVE Online, right? And it's like, oh man, I should install EVE and play it. But nobody's like ever writing articles like this sick sort of thing happened in Star Citizen. You should come check it out. They're like,
not really.
They earned another $40 million in investment. What is going on? Like that's always the press.
Exactly. And I don't want to poop on Lucky Bolt's good time in there. Obviously, he's found a good time, and I do think I haven't played it, so I don't have a reference.
Listen, if it is free to play, I will go in there and give an hour or two to see what's up.
Will you go try it next week?
If that hour or two hooks me, maybe I'll play some more.
Okay.
And if it doesn't hook me, I'll still try to be, fair and give my honest impressions. Maybe they'll be, still good, and I'll wait. But I would like to play on launch. I don't want to play 1,000. Right now, you can pay $1,000 for some weird yacht boat, and I don't know what I do with it after I get in.
Weird yacht boat. I like that it's weird.
Tour the universe in style with this $1,000 thing, and I'm like I'm already kind of on the outs with the microtransaction universe. This year has been the year of buying sweet indie games, buying sweet full effort, more AA or AAA titles that just have the game in them.
Yeah.
And maybe some content DLC that extends the game, like not zero DLC, but like I logged into Overwatch this week because they brought Transformers back. And I was like, man, I want that Optimus Reinhardt skin. I want all the skins. And I logged in and I sat at the store and I saw the price for all 4 skins, 6,800 Space Buckaroos.
How much is that in dollars?
And I was like, I shouldn't do this. But as my brain was saying I shouldn't do this, my hand hovered over to the Buy Gems button. And then I went to the Buy Gems button, and it turned out I didn't have enough gems, so I had to buy more gems than I needed, and it was going to be $80 Canadian. And you know what I said? I said, fuck Overwatch in its ass. And I uninstalled the game, because why am I here trying to spend a full game just to buy some JPEGs for a game I wasn't even playing? And that's the state of gaming for some companies, and I've had enough.
Yeah.
There's just Clair Obscured cost just a flat price, and I had a great time. And
I mean, it is by all accounts the front runner for Game of the Year. It swept the Golden Joysticks. It costs $50. There is a $60 deluxe edition that comes with a couple more extras, and that's it. There's no DLC. There's nothing else. It's the game, and it's
refreshing, is what it is. It's refreshing.
Yeah, that's exactly.
And I have great taste in refreshing games, by the way.
You like a light refreshment.
Yeah.
You're not a binge drinker.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but like, again, I'm not like fully anti-transactions, but it's just the pendulum has swung so far into insanity, I think, that to me it's just incoherent now. Yeah. And I don't like, it turned me off. Like, it wasn't even like some protest. I was just like, I can just look at the skin in the store and I'm done. I enjoyed it. Uninstall. Like, why do I have to have it? Why is it important for me to have the SQL database register a 1 under the skin column so it's unlocked for me? Like, that's all I'm paying for, is someone to make a few adjustments in a database. Yeah. No, I'm out. Forget it.
All right.
So
does this represent your final
and that's, I feel a little bit that energy is coming from Star Citizen / Starfield / Squadron 69. Like, I look at that $1,000 thing and I'm like, I just don't want to be here, man. The game might be great and I just don't want to play it. Arc Raiders made me feel the same way. Diablo did the same thing to me this year. I'm just not into it. Dispatch was a phenomenal experience. It's one price. I'm not into just buying a skin now for $20, $40, $60, $80, $1,000 in the case of Star Citizen. So sorry, that's a bit of a tirade. I'm at that point where I'm tired, so I'm rambling. So
that's what you do.
Yeah.
That's how we know where we're at on the show. It all works out.
Hey, thank you for your email, though. It was an awesome email.
Yeah, it was a great email.
I'm going to install it and I'll try it out.
Yeah, he's going to try. Beau's going to report next week. He's taking that bullet for the rest of us. Yeah. So we'll see how it goes.
Maybe 80% chance.
Yeah, 80 is pretty high. So I like our chances. Quick phone call. This is Scott.
I will finish Star Citizen by Thursday night.
Yeah, don't say it the way I say it.
Tsushima will be saved.
That's right. Just when is the question. Here's a quick follow-up for Beau.
Hey, Scott, John, and Beau. At the risk of further traumatizing your audience, I have to ask, based on Beau's follow-up to his lake run story, why not dig a second hole? Anyway, love everything you guys do. Thanks.
He's got a good point. You're always complaining about how they dug one hole and everybody used it. Why didn't you just dig a second hole?
I wasn't in charge of those decisions. So I assumed these guys were seasoned campers and knew what they were doing.
You can only have one hole, for example.
It's a fair question. Maybe I should have dug my own hole somewhere else.
I mean, if it was an issue for you, yeah.
No, I couldn't dig my own hole because if I was secretive about it, someone might have stepped in it, and that's bad.
Well, don't be secretive about it. Say, hey, I don't want to shit on your shit, so I'm going to go shit in a second hole.
And I'm going to turn the fishing trip into the Larry David show when I'm like, I dug my own hole because I want to shit in my hole, and somebody's going to be like, what's wrong with my hole? It's like, well, I just got to shit in my own hole, right? And they're like,
But
what
then
are you, some
all of
kind of
this-
like wuss? You can't shit in a hole with the rest of us?
This
It's
implies
like,
Leon might be
hey,
there
who
now.
are you calling a wuss? You know, I just want to shit in my own hole. Like,
Now
that's
I'm
pretty
interested.
normal. I think I'm normal.
Yeah.
I want to see this episode of the Larry David program. What am I
I think so.
done?
I'm so sad that's over.
I know. I hate that it's gone. But
I think we need to make a version of like that show, but instead of it being like Hollywood or whatever California stuff,
yeah.
it should be like rural Canada. Like there's this guy in rural Canada that's like Larry David style,
Hell yeah.
like very,
Why not?
but it's yeah.
Pitch it. Oh,
He's like, hey, stop, don't throw your beer bottles out on the road. Like, pick them up and bring them with you and throw them out at the dump. Like, who are you telling what to do? Just get into like weird arguments about rural matters or something.
now
like
this
that.
show writes itself. We've already got a script for the pilot. You just wrote it. This is good.
Yep.
Pitch
Sweet.
it.
All right, Kathleen Kennedy, call me up.
Yeah, let him know.
And then K2SO got salty about some beer bottles.
That's right. It all went down from there. I can tell
It
you
was
this
like, hey, don't throw those beer bottles
Look, if-
away.
Dude, I am not littering anywhere near K2SO. He'll give me a spanking.
though. No, he'll wreck you. That's what he does. Big, strong robots do that. I'd like to mention a couple of things about our big, strong Patreon supporters and Core.show supporters. They're amazing people. Brand new patron, Juniper, welcome. No ads ever for you now. Did you know that's what you're going to get? Well, you are. No ads ever of the show. You're also going to get those cool specials. We put John's up recently. More on the way. All right. John was like, hey, I'm gonna make it so we're not putting these up. I'm gonna put one up, and he did.
I did.
With
I was
gusto.
going to do another one. I was actually going to do one about Half-Life 3, but then I decided to just talk to you guys about it.
Sweet. I'll take it however you want to give it. But that same stuff goes on over at Core.show. So if you want to support us there, check it out. John C., William C., Castle Gamer, and Chip Robinson, Chip Robison, all signed up over there. And all of you are going to get the no ad treatment. You're going to get pre-show content every week. You get the live show over there as well. Post specials and many, many more details at frogpants.com/core. Find out which way is the best for you, whether it's Patreon or if it's core.show. We're happy to have you no matter how you're here. So huge thanks to everybody who has checked that out so far. Love having you over there. Don't forget to check out our email address, show at core.show. I did it wrong again. Show.
Wait, no, it's core at show.core.
No, shit. It is show at
Stop
core.
helping, Beau.
.show. So show.core.show. 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 That's it. 10hams.com will get you the voicemail and the text line.
War Master Show at core.show.
Anyway, we want you to do that. And if you have any questions, feel free to forward those on to us. And there was another thing I was going to say. Oh,
Email us. What's your email?
the mugs I promised last week, the 500 episode plus mugs, ran into a little snag on production. So it's not in the store yet, but it will be.
They sent the email to the wrong email.
Oh, shit.
That was the snag.
We set ourselves up for that. That was not the snag at all, not even close. But I like your moxie. We just have to settle on who's making them. That's all it is. So as soon as that gets resolved, it'll be up in the store and ready to go. And thank you all for being here for 500 plus shows of the of this show. Sure.
We
It's like mugs at core.show.
We sent you a confirmation for your order at core.show.core.
Yeah.
Why did you not get it?
It's like, no, that last bit. Well, we contacted Beau to check, and he said core.show.core. Is that correct? No.
Core at core.show.
Core at show at core.show. Oh my gosh, 3 weeks in a row. I get so effed on this thing. All right, anyway, something to think about. That's going to do it for us. We have to have Grandma tell us what we played because we don't remember. So, Grandma, tell us what we played.
I don't remember as much of anything. It's past my bedtime, and for some reason you're still up talking about video games and shows at core.show. Dispatch was the video game Scott played and spoiled for all of you. Get in the comments. Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault. No Way Home, not the Spider-Man film, a video game. Guild Wars 2, not Guild Wars 1, the video game 2. He also talked about Jack and Box Party Pack 11. He did it.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk 2077. Vampire Survivors was not discussed on this show, despite what the notes may tell you.
Yeah.
Clair Obscure Expedition 33. The Witcher 3. Total Chaos.
Yeah.
Heroes of the Storm and Jump Space.
Wow, you got it. You're not as old as they say. That's gonna do it for us this week, everybody.
That's a spicy show.core.show.
That's right. If you want more, you got to tune in next week for more core. We also got the thing coming up, the awards. We're gonna
Thank
cover
God.
those.
Thank God we let everybody know that the thing's coming up.
We got those awards to do, man. They're coming. It's the 11th or some shit. 13th.
Yeah, we're doing a co-stream in 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Co-stream as well as a regular episode that day. All of it's going to be fun, so please come back for that. We'll give you more details next week. That's going to do it for us. For me, for John, for Beau. We'll see you next time.
This show is part of the Frog Pants Network. Yes. Get more at frogpants.com.
Barry, you're so optimistic.